Hey, what's going on, guys? Zach with Triple Take Podcast. Today we've got Stranger Things 5. We have Mortal Kombat. We've got Tron Ares with, unfortunately, Jared Leto. And we've got more Superman. Stick around, check it out. And also, apparently, we're talking about Zelda.
And Speed Racer.
And
possibly a good Assassin's Creed.
Maybe a good Assassin's Creed movie. Who knows?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Triple Take Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob. With me, as always, Lance and Zach. Zach, you missed the memo. What the hell?
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah,
we sent this out like 2:30 yesterday.
I forgot to go to Kohl's and pick up my Spider-Man shirt.
For the audio listeners, Lance and I are wearing virtually the same shirt.
I would say
it's a white Spider-Man shirt with Spider-Man doing cool shit on it.
Mine has webs everywhere, though. So
yeah.
Lance's shirt looks like something that a roughly 53-year-old alcoholic would wear on accident.
Oh, well, I bought it at Disney World, so that, I mean, it's either 15-year-olds or the drunk 55-year-olds. It kind of hits that sweet spot of both. You know?
The shirt that you're wearing makes me think that you also own several shirts with wolves in front of moons howling.
If we're talking about Twilight, I do own a couple of Twilight.
No, I'm not talking. I'm just talking like the Walmart $4 shirts.
Oh, man.
Anyway, all right, we got a lot of cool news this week. Legend of Zelda chooses Bo Bragason and Benjamin Evan Ashworth as Zelda and Link, respectively. I'm freaking amped with this casting, I think. Hollywood must be on, I don't know, something good right now. I don't know. They're all dodging the Epstein list, but they're killing it with the casting. This looks really, really good.
They didn't cast the chick from Euphoria.
No, in a totally non-woke way. I am just kind of surprised they didn't
go that way.
They didn't go with someone, I don't know, like gender swap or race swap. I don't know. I think it looks great.
I thought it was like in the bag for. I can't think of the person's name.
Hunter Schafer.
See,
like I would have been fine with that. She kind of looks like Zelda.
Looks like Zelda, talks like
Zelda.
Zelda.
But honestly, so does this girl.
It's fine.
Bo Bragason looks awesome, I think, or Bragson. I'm very excited for this. Dude,
coming out in 2027. Director Wes Ball.
So when is production supposed to start? I kind of assumed it was next year. But that's a bummer. I was hoping for 26.
Okay, we got Bo Bragason as Zelda, and we have Benjamin Evan Ainsworth as Link.
Ashworth?
Ainsworth? Ainsworth.
Oh, Lance, you spelled it wrong.
Dude, we'll forget their names 6 more times before the movie comes
it's
out.
They're a bunch of no-names. We're a movie podcast putting out good information.
Yep. Bo is in nothing.
Fair enough. My apologies.
Not Bo. Benjamin is in literally nothing. Just kidding. He's in a couple things, but nothing that I've ever heard of.
I mean, relatively unknown, though. I think that's good.
We've got another.
The chick is in nothing that I've ever heard of.
We've got another Harry Potter situation, basically.
That's exactly
we can't say anything until we know.
Fan cast the rest for us. So we're going to have a Ganondorf, obviously. Who do you want?
Get Jack Black in there somewhere.
Jack Black is Ganondorf.
Okay, but here's the thing. I say that as a joke, but we both know that he's being looked at for something.
Yeah. I don't know. This casting, though, makes me feel like it's going to be taken a lot more seriously than like a Minecraft movie or a Mario movie or even the Donkey Kong movie.
Hey, you keep the Mario movie out of your mouth.
No, but I mean, that's like, it's just
they're just voice actors.
We say that.
I agree, but
it fits in the voice
fairly unserious.
I mean, we say that until The Rock gets cast, and then it's all downhill.
Yeah, fair. Honestly, I can't take full credit for this because I did listen to The Weekly Planet before this. I do think that Dave Bautista would be an insane Ganondorf.
I was going to say Ganon
jacked, painted green.
Onyx.
I've never played a Zelda game, so I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Wait, Onyx, the song.
He's the guy with
the ensemble rap group from Best Known for Slam.
No, I'm talking about Onyx, the character. General of Darkness.
Onyx, the rock Pokemon.
No. Google says Onyx. Onyx, the General of Darkness, makes his appearance in Oracle of Seasons as the game's main antagonist.
Movie.
I
know, but I'm just saying other characters that are in Zelda that we could bring to the
forefront. Oh, I see.
But that's just one specific game. They probably have different villains every game, right?
Sure.
I don't know. I've never played a Zelda game.
It's been a long time since I've played. I know they have a Dark Link
Impa,
at some point.
Agnihim, Ravio, Joshua, Happy Mask Salesman. Huh?
There's Beaver Bros.
Bearded Baron, Queen Sonia.
Big one, obviously, is Ganondorf and Ganon. I don't know, talking out of my butt a little bit because I don't really play these games.
Neither do I. I'm just, I'm kind of
I think I think we're kind of the target audience for these because, I didn't play Breath of the Wild. I know it was a really well-received game. I think the other one was also fairly okay received. I don't know. I think
Breath of the Wild is one of the most well-received games of all time.
Yeah, that's I think they're trying to bring more people to the franchise in the same way that with the Mario stuff and then yada yada whatever. I think that they're going to do that well by going a more serious tone with this casting. Relatively unknown, actors at this point. I think that's a good idea because they can kind of grow into the roles.
I also think that you're going to run into the same, same kind of thing with, I think Zelda is similar to Mario, where all right, everyone knows Mario and Luigi the same way that everyone knows Zelda and Link, kind of, right? And then the rest of the characters you can just kind of do whatever you need to do with. But it's a well enough known IP to where it's probably going to make a bunch of money, but you don't really have to follow any story. Mm-hmm. Just do what you got to do.
Honestly, I have when I first was introduced to these characters with the Wii Super Smash, 2006 or something like that, and to that point, I thought that Link was Zelda because the Legend of Zelda, and then you play, but you're playing as Link. I think a lot of people are in the same boat as me, or at least were, where there's just some general character confusion. I think a movie would definitely settle that or at least help it. But I'm amped about it. Bummer that it's 2 years away, though. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Superman on pace for a 50 to 55% drop in its domestic box office. According to box office tracking, this would be around a $60 million second weekend, which is absurd. Unheard of in the last 5 years.
You want to give? I can give you one more statistic that is more impressive, and it's that James Gunn is now the most successful comic book movie director of all time.
How's that?
Monetarily?
He's had more comic book movies land in the 80s and 90% ratings wise than anybody else.
Okay, ratings wise, because I was gonna say because you have the brothers that do Captain America and
Russo's.
Infinity.
Yeah, I'm not saying on the monies. I'm just saying on well received movies.
Gotcha.
Really? So he's okay. Interesting.
All the Guardians movies are. All the Guardians movies, even the holiday specials and
they're certified fresh at least,
are in the 80s and 90s. Every single one of them.
Yeah. The only really bad one he's made is, of course, the second Suicide Squad.
You think that one's bad, really?
I really like the first one better. And the first one is not good.
That's crazy.
So,
I fell asleep during that one.
Wait, which one?
I like the first Suicide Squad better than the second Suicide Squad.
He's talking Will Smith versus Idris Elba, right? Is that what you're talking about? Okay.
But I don't like either of them at all. So,
isn't the Captain Flag guy the same in those, though?
I think so.
And Maya, whatever her name is?
Mm-hmm. I think one main problem with James Gunn currently is that all of his stuff kind of gets muddled. There's a super gray area of which characters are in this universe, which films are considered part of this universe, and
he
which
picks
aren't.
and pulls from all over the place.
Yeah, and which is kind of annoying.
I mean, we can
as far as I'm concerned.
Into more James Gunn stuff later, but the problem with James Gunn is that he's the biggest character in every one of his movies by his own ego.
I watched an interview this morning where he said he knows his problem, or at least it used to be, whether he might be kind of denying it now, was that he had to be famous. He wanted, that was his biggest goal was just to be recognizable and famous and known for something. Yep. And then him being cut, fired, what have you, from the Marvel stuff, killed, nearly, he thought he was over. And so this is his
well, I think you saw it in Guardians 3, and I for sure saw it here, but it's he's begging people to think that he's funny.
Yeah, new year, new me.
Yeah. But we can talk about that later, I promise.
Happy to do so. All right, yeah, I mean, no surprise there. The movie was good. It's the first good DCU thing we've had in a significant amount of time, maybe ever.
I would be very interested to see what the streaming numbers look like when this finally hits streaming, and when I don't know when it will, or what does it go to? Does it go to Max, guaranteed?
I would assume
with it being a Warner property, absolutely.
But there is one concerning thing. It's doing great domestically. Overseas has not been super well received. I think it came out
fourth.
Yeah,
fourth in China or something like that.
Yeah, before you just throw around numbers, look it up because I am curious on that.
I think it's fourth in China.
Yeah, I'd sure hate for us to speculate.
Fuck you.
Yeah, let me check.
No, but I mean, that's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Like usually dog shit movies do so well over there. So like the first time they get a good
Yeah,
one, they're
that's
like, nah, not interested.
Yeah,
A Jurassic World Rebirth made, again, top in the box office.
I did hear that part. I did see that it got beat again in China by the dinosaurs. I would love to hear a dub of that.
It is fourth. It only made $6.2 million in China this week.
How much?
It made how much?
$6.2 million.
What about opening weekend?
That is opening weekend.
Oh, that seems very, very low.
We're on the second weekend. Are you sure?
We haven't got to the second weekend yet.
Oh, it's Thursday. I think it's Friday. That's crazy.
Yeah, $6.2 million last weekend.
$6 million overseas.
It made $6 million.
This is according to who?
This is according to Variety.
Holy shit. That's like...
Jurassic World beat out Superman even on its second week.
Dude,
it made double.
6 million.
11
You could
million.
accidentally sell tickets to a commercial in a
What's
theater
the
in
highest
China, and it would make $6 million.
And then in a tie, there was a local film called Malice, which made $8.2 million, and F1 also made $8.2 million.
I'm kind of curious.
And then Superman comes in.
I almost wonder if there's some sort of censorship with it being such an American property.
It's possible. But you would assume that Jurassic World Rebirth and maybe not F1 as much.
See how many... I'll move on, but I would really like to see how many theaters that was. How many screens.
I'll see if I can find that information.
Keeping with the box office theme here, Lilo and Stitch crossed officially $1 billion at the box office. This is after what? It's been 2 months? A month? Lilo and Stitch was probably 5 or 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. But
So how long? I mean, I think there's something to be said, though, with how long it's in theaters. Coming off of COVID, everything kind of standard was like 40, not even 45 days. But there's been a few things that just got cut after like 2 weeks.
You still anticipate a lot of. I think even back then, a lot of the kids' movies coming out in the summer stretched a lot farther than some of the other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because you're always gonna have these families that, hey, we've got nothing to do. It's been 5 weeks. We don't go to the theaters very often, but let's just go watch Lilo and Stitch because it's 100 degrees outside and there's nothing else we can do. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
You always have those.
So it came out on May
outliers.
23rd.
So far, it's earned $250 million globally, and it's looking to put another 55 to 62 million in there.
Yes, so
You're looking to just north of $300 million hairs.
on a 50, you're talking Lilo and Stitch?
No, I'm talking Superman.
Oh, okay. So Lilo and Stitch over $1 billion, 54 days, May 23rd, which is insane.
I would love to go back and look at our guesses for the 4-week run times.
Look on TikTok, we have them.
Because I think that I am aggressively close on a couple of on these two.
Definitely not on. I think we're all losers on Jurassic World, though.
I was definitely winning. I said 600 million.
I think it's at 300.
Yeah, but
So I'm pretty close to on
Aren't we
track.
close to $1 billion? Aren't we close to $1 billion?
I don't think yet, but
Maybe you're right then.
and I had 800 million on Superman, 700 million on Fantastic Four first step. So I think I'm right there too. So we'll have to go back. Maybe next week when you get back, we can do a recheck on those numbers.
I know we have more news to talk about, but I'm curious what your take on this is. Do you think that Fantastic Four will be negatively affected box office wise because it has released in, like we talked, the 3 major IPs, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jurassic, DC, and Marvel.
Yep.
Do you think that because Marvel is last in this month, it's like we don't have money this month to go see this movie, and that will be? Do you think that'll skew the numbers, or do you think because it's a Marvel movie, it's just still going to carry? Or a fresh Marvel movie at that.
I'm gonna give you a third option. I think that could definitely affect it. I think the struggle for Fantastic Four is the movie's just not going to be very good. Now, I could be completely wrong. I'm
curious where you coming from.
I haven't seen anything, but
You haven't seen any of the trailers?
I mean, I've seen the trailers, but I haven't seen any more than anybody else. But the trailers just come off kind of cheesy, and I also think we're in our third Fantastic Four iteration in less than 15 years. Like, at what point do people just kind of become burnt out with the IP?
I mean, Batman did really well, and that's like what, the fourth? Or that's the Batman. The Batman with Pattinson was the third.
Right. But the difference is those movies before were good, and people to me look at Batman differently than Fantastic Four. I could be totally wrong. Again, that's just my speculation.
We shall see.
Superman so far worldwide 250 million, and Jurassic World is sitting worldwide at 544, 218.
So I will win Jurassic World because it'll make at least 550, and I was the highest at 600 million. So that's
I do
1
think that we
point
need
for
to
the
narrow.
guys.
We need to nail down our parameters because I think I was going.
I said first 4 weeks.
Yeah, but that was kind of ambiguous at that point because we had already gone and then you went and then you're like, well, and you gave him a $150 spread or 150 mil spread.
No, he gave me 150 million spread. I went first.
You went first?
I think so.
Did I go last?
Let's
I might have
go.
gone last.
You know what we should do? Let's check the tapes.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Let's check them right now.
We're not doing that. We're moving on. Moving on from box office stuff. Honestly, I'm pretty excited about this because Netflix has killed, I think. Well, Netflix has killed a lot of properties, but Netflix has also saved a lot of properties. I'm really hoping they save this one. A live-action Assassin's Creed series has been greenlit at Netflix as of today. I don't think we have anything other than that. No director, no whatever. Just a green light. Very real possibility at this point that this doesn't happen or it falls into obscurity before it ever comes out. Or for some reason, Michael Fassbender's also attached to it.
I got to tell you, I don't think he was the worst part of the movie, though.
No, he wasn't. It was
the writing.
The writing was atrocious.
The fact that they forgot they were writing an Assassin's Creed movie halfway through it.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest problem of the movie.
Yeah.
It's not Michael Fassbender. He did fine.
The Animus, I think, was one of the worst iterations.
It wasn't his fault. He tried his best.
I see, that's my problem with video game stuff. Like, comic books, you have source material, right? And you can...
You have source material through
I know, but with a video game, it's literally right. You could...
Oh, you could
just,
watch it.
You could...
Play the cutscenes,
yeah, literally play the
damn.
cutscenes and throw in some, gameplay action stuff, quote unquote. It's a kind of a there's no way to fail, but somehow they figured out you can fail.
Like 95% of the time.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Same with the Warcraft movie. They threw in the dude from Vikings and then just, I don't know. I just don't understand it. I'm just confused. Why is this such a hard thing for Hollywood to master? It should be so easy.
I'm drawing a blank here because I just feel like you just grab a director who played the game, and then you get a couple writers that also played the game.
Is it one of those things where they just want to put their own spin on it? They don't want to they want to add their creative, twists and whatnot. They want to put their stamp on it, but don't change fucking everything like they did.
Well,
with
here's the thing:
one.
they use the creators of not Stranger Things of what's the zombie thing that just came out?
Minecraft.
No, zombie thing with The Last of Us.
Ah.
The show writers said that writing a video game movie, TV show, whatever, is very difficult because on one hand, you either give the people exactly what they've seen already, and then they're upset because they're like, I knew the exact plot, or you change it enough to where like you get another group of people to come in and watch it, and then they're okay with it, but everyone who has watched the movie or watched the game, played the game, hates it. So
that's interesting to me though because they did the first season they went pretty linear, but they found a way around it by adding stories to it, and then they kind of just went away from that in season 2, which was an interesting choice. I still enjoyed the show, but it's just weird that they are kind of backtracking what they did in season 1 and what actually worked.
It's really simple. I think that you just take the story and then you fucking expand on it. Like, how is it that hard?
That's a good word for it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You give it depth.
You say also their explanation for that is, they don't want to, kind of trod the same path as the video game because people are going to be upset. We already know this. No one's ever done a cut for cut, whatever. So they really have no idea how people would react. No. Honestly, I think a lot of people would like that. They just want to see a more polished version of the game that they played. Because majority of the stuff with the video game, unless you're video game adaptations, unless you're brand new to the IP, I think nostalgia is the whole reason that you're going to go watch these things.
No, you could effectively take let's take Halo for instance. The Halo TV show, Halo franchise beloved by many. Almost everybody loves Halo. We all look back at ourselves playing Halo 1 in middle school or whatever. But you
let's
guys
say Halo 2.
Okay. Yeah, Halo 2, Halo 3.
Well, I started playing Halo CE on the computer.
We can't run for president.
Yeah, Halo. I actually can now. Vote for me. Anyways, I started playing Halo with Halo CE,
not
right?
40. Don't you have to be 45?
35.
Is it 35?
Just turned 35. You can vote for me in a couple of years.
Nice.
Don't worry.
I won't.
You probably should. I'll just say a bunch of slurs.
God.
Do it.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm honestly, I am cautiously.
I won't. Let's all be clear.
It's a joke. He's joking.
But no. To make my point with Halo, Halo Reach was a terrible game that had really good cutscenes. You could just take the Halo cutscenes, literally polish them up, throw an actor in there, and then...
See, I think... I don't want to be stuck on this topic for too long, but like it's kind of like the same problem that Murderbot has. You've seen Murderbot. I've seen Murderbot. I halfway through. From what I can tell, pretty good. But the people that have read, I believe it's a comic or like a graphic novel or something.
I have no idea where it came from.
It's maybe some manga or anime. I don't know. Anyway, the Murderbot stuff. The dude takes his they show his face like immediately.
Yeah. Did they never do that in the comic?
That from what I had heard, that's not the case.
Oh.
Same thing with the Halo. Like, Master Chief is known for not taking off his helmet. He has an insanely recognizable voice.
Yep.
The first thing he does in the first episode, take off his helmet, and the voice sucks. It's Liev Schreiber's brother Pablo or some shit.
They also change Cortana, and they make him have like a weird love thing with the doctor.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
Weird choices.
Yeah. They took all the things that we like and
shit on them.
Yeah, shit on
How to Make No Money by the Halo TV show.
Yeah, anyway, cautiously optimistic about the Assassin's Creed series. Hopefully Netflix can pull it off. I think they can, but I could also see them butchering it, so we'll see.
I didn't hate the Halo TV show, but we don't need to fight on that. I don't think it was the worst. I don't think it was the worst.
I will say, I don't think the first thing was the worst. I don't think the first season was the first thing. I think the second season was the worst thing
not
ever.
Great, for sure.
All right. So.
God damn it. I'm trying to like you so much. It is funny, though, because you can see exactly where like their VFX budget ran out.
Yeah.
God damn.
Okay, since we're still talking about it, I will say, I think that they did a really good job with the elites. I think the elites looked really good.
Until they run.
I think they look fine running. And honestly, I think that the opening scene to the first episode of the show is incredible. When they're on that, I can't remember what planet it is, but like...
and you're like in the Halo, like it looks like you're playing Halo.
You're in the heads-up display, and then I think that was
cool.
really cool. When he takes the energy sword and just like kills everybody, awesome.
Yeah.
There's honestly a couple of those scenes in season 2, but like you can't just stack like that. That's not how good media works. Like you need to have a good story.
Big media guy.
You need to have a good shut the fuck up. You need to have huge media literacy guy.
Big media guy.
Big media guy. It's just you need a cohesive story. You need not boring plot lines. You need not insanely stupid shit, which is what they did. Anyway, all right, moving on. New Judge Dredd movie in the works. Taika Waititi set to direct. God damn, I hate that he's directing this. The first Judge Dredd movie was fucking awesome. Actually,
why would you hate that? Taika Waititi is
he's
a great director.
He is a great director.
He missed on one movie. We can't go into panic mode.
No, okay. The reason that he missed on that though wasn't because I just think his style at this point is overplayed. I don't when it comes to Dredd. I want it to be kind of serious and over the top, like almost. I mean, RoboCop-y. Like I want it to be like the first Dredd movie with Carl Urban. I really like that movie.
I never saw Dredd. I also have seen a lot of things that Taika Waititi has done, and I'm pretty much a fan of everything.
I do. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I just don't think that this matches, is what I'm saying. I don't think that there's a place really in Dredd for like this weird kind of lighthearted comedy.
Yeah, there always is a little bit of comedy there, and I think that's where he shines the most. So
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the guy that I would pick for it, but I didn't hate Love and Thunder.
Oh, I hated Love and Thunder.
I think that they
also hated Love and Thunder.
No,
but that was the
but
only
hear me
one.
out. It wasn't. I don't think it was Taika Waititi's fault. I think that they took too big of a villain and wasted him. If that's fair.
I just think the comedy went over the top there. But I look at something like one of my favorite movies of all time, top 5, is Jojo Rabbit.
Mhm.
And I think that movie, right, it uses the comedy and it works together. Now it's a completely different genre and completely different story. I get that. But I think humor used in a way similar to that, but in that storyline can work even.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I agree with your example. I just don't think that it's. I mean, I hate the phrase don't compare apples to oranges.
I
It's
thought
like,
you were going to say don't go chasing waterfalls. So
I just hate that phrase because it's like that's the whole point of comparison. They're different. It's just fucking stupid. But like, oh God, don't break the chair.
broke the chair.
But like the problem with that though is like that's a spin on that's more satire. That's more like satirical comedy.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that would do well in this. To be fair, honestly, one of my favorite movies ever is What We Do in the Shadows, and I love that movie.
And
Love What We Do in the Shadows.
It's great, excellent, but it's strictly a comedy. And the same with like Thor: Love and Thunder and Thor Ragnarok. Like I think those things play well in those, but I think it just he kind of lost the plot in Love and Thunder. Anyway, I'm getting off.
Also too, like, you loved Dredd. The people did not. Like it only made $100 million and it only made $34 million domestically. So like, you may have loved it, but they're gonna try to go a different direction to get more audience.
Yeah, see, I think it's unfair to be like the people don't love something because it did poorly at the box office. I mean, critically, it's 80%. I mean, not phenomenal, but definitely better than a lot of things we watch here. I just think it was a really contained story, and I think they're gonna try and make this into like a big franchise where, like, the city that they're in, it's like I can't remember. It was like,
is it called Mega City? No, wait, Mega City 1 is a TV show, or is that what we're talking about?
I think it might be Mega City 1.
It's a TV series.
No, there's a movie. It's a full comic thing. Okay. So, but honestly, like, they're seeing the ways that the comic stories that we have now are being successful. Like, I don't fault them for that. If it's working, why would they do something completely different that already didn't work, if that makes sense?
Yeah.
From a box office standpoint, it may have worked for viewers like later on, but they're trying. I was gonna say,
I think money, I think it is Mega City 1, and I think that what you're saying is, I think it's more of a cult classic than I care to admit. I wish that it was like, I do wish we had a big franchise built off of this because I really like that movie, and some of the best cinematography I've seen in anything like this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of, I don't know. Again, cautiously optimistic. I'm excited for another Dredd movie. I really hope that Carl Urban comes back. I know he's in a lot of shit right now. He's becoming, but in my opinion, he's like the better version of, what's his freaking name? I'm losing it.
Gonna need more than that.
Yep.
That one guy. What's his face?
He's in everything. Fantastic Four right now.
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. Yeah. I don't know how to stroke. I had a stroke right there. I don't know. Yeah.
Are you upset with me?
Shut up. Yeah, I hate you. Anyway, yeah. So, any thoughts, or are we moving on?
I have one thing before we skip, because I think that's our last news piece. I did find Chinese box office, how many it showed. According to this, it only...
Is this for Superman?
For Superman.
Okay.
It only showed about 23,000 show times in China for the whole weekend. So I'm not sure.
That doesn't mean
I know that F1 was still showing in all of the IMAX theaters, and they're still pushing that. So I think it definitely fought off a little bit, but...
Well, I thought it was it like 2,500 screens here?
Apple also might have paid for that, too.
Well, F1 is such a global brand, too. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, kind of shocking to me.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be something like censorship or something. I don't know. Anyway, all right, trailers this week. We had a lot of good ones, and by a lot, I mean like 4.
We had one good one.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. If this is like the hype week of trailers, man, I'm sitting here hyped.
Dude, I'm freaking amped. First on the docket here.
This is looking great.
Tron Ares releases its second trailer. Man, this looks so fucking... Okay, we were very vocal about Jared Leto being the only problem that we have with this.
And I was not. Jared Leto is fine.
I still hate Jared Leto. I don't care.
I can't stand the guy.
However, the movie looks good enough to where I might just forget that he's in the suit.
All right, quick synopsis here. Looks like they're taking a pretty real-world military contractor approach to the grid. Evan Peters plays what looks like a tech mogul. He has somehow figured out how to basically 3D print programs in real life, IRL programs, which is not far off from what we've seen in Legacy. At the end of Tron Legacy, Sam and Cora are in the real world, off the grid, proving that you can kind of interchangeably go back and forth. I mean, that was the whole thing with Clue. Clue wanted to go out into the real world. It looks like, to an extent, that's been, I think, maybe accomplished. Not in the grand, like, invasion version, but, like, there's some shit going down. Like, there's some...
It looks like the military has found a way to pull bits and pieces
Yes.
off of the grid into the real world. And so the sales technique would be, or their sales tactic is like, all right, you've got 500 troops going to infiltrate whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you lose a handful of them. We just regenerate them and send them right back
they're
out.
expendable.
Yeah.
Expendable soldiers. Well, like, who wouldn't want that?
That sounds great.
Especially with war people like our government.
Lockheed, live, laugh, Lockheed Martin. Am I right?
Yes. Shout out Raytheon in Fort Wayne.
Shout out Raytheon.
Honestly, I think this looks phenomenal. I think I think basically what's going to happen for me is that we're going to get closer and closer in the movie, and the less I'm going to think about Jared Leto because they keep giving us fucking awesome trailers. I am very vocal now about not showing us the whole movie. I think they showed us a lot in this, and
visually it just looks so good.
Dude, the recognizers look insane.
It's almost like they went out of their way to like make really, really good screen grabs so that 30 and 40-year-olds can make this their desktop background.
Oh, absolutely.
Like they're killing the game with desktop backgrounds right now.
Dude, the action scenes in this were insane. Dude, the F1, or I mean, not the F1, excuse me, the F-22 where they like locked the plane's wings in, that was so sick.
Looks incredible.
It was so awesome. And like the one thing that I really liked about Tron Legacy was like they got like physics really well.
Yeah.
Like the motorcycle death wobble, they got that a couple times. They had like essentially the airplane version of that, which I thought was sick. They new spin on the wingsuit dudes that jump and just like generate airplanes.
Yeah, it looks like they have like
them.
a glider thing now too, which looks really cool.
Honestly, they look like X-Wings.
Yeah.
The Tron X-Wings.
Everything looks really, really good. But also, the only thing that can take me out, and I hope they fixed it, is that I want them to just put Jeff Bridges is in it, but don't give me Jeff Bridges' face de-aged again.
Okay, yeah, same. I think we got maybe the next worst thing. We got like Space Ghost, like Force Ghost Jeff Bridges. That caught me by surprise.
Is that what it was?
It looks like it.
I didn't catch that. I
He
thought
looks
it just
like a
looked
Force Ghost.
It was a guy that was still on the grid.
That's the only negative thing I have in this, besides, of course, Jared.
He's going to be fighting the military by himself.
Yes.
One man.
We also saw
one man betrayed by the country he loves.
Oh, dude, John Turturro. Okay, dude, I watched that movie this week.
Did you?
I can't wait to talk about that. Yeah, so I'm pretty amped. The music, insane. Nine Inch Nails is gonna kill it. What's his name?
Trent Reznor.
Yes, Reznor. Okay.
I got the pulls today, man. God damn.
Yeah, you do. But it's like cybertechnic ethereal, if that makes sense. Like it's just, like it builds this tension in the trailer so well, and I'm just fucking amped for this movie, man.
I'm happy for you guys. This means nothing to me, but
I hate this guy.
The only person that like actually likes Jared Leto also doesn't care about Tron. I just don't get it.
I don't like Jared Leto. I just think he's fine. I mean, he doesn't ruin a movie for me if he's in it. I actually thought he was fine as Joker. I'm not going out to see, like, if Jared Leto's the head of a rom-com, I'm not going out to see it night one or anything like that.
So you're like
You know about The Island, right?
Don't hate the art, hate the artist. Is that what
there's
you're doing
no
here?
list, so I don't know what island you're talking about.
No. This is a separate sex
is a-
island.
this is a
Again,
different
if he's a
island.
horrible person, that's different. That's yes, but
Jared
like
Leto is a horrible person who
I'm sure-
also owns an island.
I think
I'm
these
sure
are
that
all
he
well
is-
documented things.
Yes.
I'm sure that he is a horrible person, But as far as acting goes,
I can see it
get
coming
past
now
him
when
as an
we
actor.
clip this. Please, God, go Google it.
Just
a
Google
quick
it a little
Google
bit.
search will tell you this guy's a piece of shit. Anyway, I also forgot to mention that we see what appears to be the original grid from the 80s Tron. That looked cool.
Oh God, that's gonna hurt everybody's eyes if it looks the same.
Polished version,
Oh,
okay,
okay,
which
okay,
just,
okay.
gosh. Yeah, it's not.
I like the idea of the
I
original
can
Tron.
get with.
I don't-
That movie sucks.
I like the idea of the original Tron. I don't want to go back and watch it.
Yes, I will say honestly, a lot of kind of George Lucas problems. Like it was light years ahead of its time. Probably should have waited like
But they're
15.
like way worse problems than the original Star Wars trilogy. Like significantly
But the
worse.
problem-
Like it is
So like
hard to watch.
I've actually talked to my dad about this, and he's like, that was just like the coolest thing ever when it came out.
Yeah,
though.
back then it was like they were. I mean, imagine sending a man to Mars. Like that's like
Yes.
that level of just
like leap
incredible
in
tech. I mean, back then that must have been like butter on toast, man. Like goddamn, the first
Or like
guys
sliced bread.
sliced bread. That was incredible.
I almost had sliced toast. It's not quite toast yet.
Not quite toast yet, but once you slice some bread, it turns into toast.
It just is such a like. See, I love that we're vibing here with this movie.
And
This is fucking insane. And then we got negative Nancy over here being like, "It looks fine."
No, I'm
it looks
happy for
okay.
you guys. It's just not my thing.
Did you think the second one looked good though?
Yeah. No, the second one looks cool. It's not a horrible movie. I just don't.
I just think that like one thing that this and we can talk about Tron. I could talk about Tron all
so
day
could
long.
I.
The thing that Tron's got going for it is that it always feels like it pushes the boundaries of what's possible for CGI. This movie, like, I thought the second one looked good, even by today's standards.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked just as good as Transformers.
I mean, with the exception of the de-aging.
minus that, they should have just
Yep. I'm
maybe
an
just
apologist. It's fine.
forget that.
I'm okay with
But
it.
here, this new one looks absolutely insane.
Oh, yeah.
Even like I
Dude, when they're like
here for it.
printing, when they're doing like the body printing.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure that's entirely CG. Whatever, that's totally great. But it just looks so fucking real.
oh my god.
And I hate that I'm gonna bring it up right now, and we're gonna talk about it later. It's just shocking to me that 2009 or Transformers looks almost better than this though. Like this is like the pinnacle right now of like VFX, and like 2004 or like 2006 to like 2010 is like the sweet spot in digital.
There's a movie that
effects.
just came out that we'll talk about later that looks worse than Tron Legacy, I think, in my opinion.
It's a style though. Those are stylistic choices.
Superman?
Oh, I thought you were talking.
There's
Speed
that,
Racer.
that's
Oh
okay.
God, we gotta talk
can't
about
wait
that
until we
thing.
talk about that
Jeez.
because
I love that
Sucks,
movie.
man.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Anyway.
It was to the point where I thought I was watching the wrong one. halfway through.
We gotta have this guy stop
You were
picking
watching
the movies, man.
Atlantic
It is bad, dude. Yeah, that's fair. I picked Atlantic.
Yeah.
Rim.
But no, there's a scene in Superman where like he punches one of the raptors and like a tooth comes out.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like dog shit.
I
That
will-
is dog shit warmed up.
Anyway,
Terrible.
Let's get through the trailers and we can talk more about Superman because I do have
Tron Legacy, thumbs up. Let's do it.
I have some opinions about
Tron
the
Ares.
Cube River.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Next up, we're just Zach and I are swimming in happiness right now. Mortal Kombat 2 first trailer. We got a teaser for Johnny Cage yesterday, and then we got a full trailer today. I'm fucking amped.
This
dude.
trailer
this looks
is
so good.
This trailer looks so good that it makes me forget how bad the last movie
This
was.
Yeah.
this one, you guys are crazy. This one absolutely looks terrible.
Oh,
like this is probably gonna be the worst.
Did you watch the original Mortal Kombat though?
No, and you guys said it sucked. So why would
No,
I
no, no,
watch
no, 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 no. No, I'm talking like the first Mortal
Like
Kombat
90
movie.
like
in
94?
No, but it's
94.
separate. It's not.
No, but
I mean, we're just
here's-
talking like the
But here's the point: is like that's what made
95.
Dun 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 dun. That go home and watch that. It holds up. It is so good.
But like I don't want.
Critics
I know
do not
I won't.
agree with you.
I know I won't enjoy it at all.
Fuck the
Like,
critics. I don't care what the critics say.
It's
That
not
movie
my
fucking
kind of
slaps
movie.
so
That's my
hard.
problem
it
with you, dude.
sucks.
Okay, like it's not an attack on you really at
No,
all.
it's fine.
It's just
Attack
kind
me.
of
Let's go.
it's
Let's go.
It's an attack.
It's an attack.
So that's fine. I'm ready.
You are victim to your own expectations more than anyone I know. You go in with these preconceived notions of something. You hate it before you even watch it.
I completely disagree with
You have no idea what this movie is like.
I completely
is like, and you're like,
disagree with
I just know I'm gonna hate it. I know I'm gonna hate it. I was like, why? Why do you haven't? You've given it no chance.
Why do I know I can really hate it? Because I don't like fighting movies and I don't like bad movies. So combo those two things. Why would I enjoy this?
I just want you to have like one guilty pleasure.
I do.
And you're like-
Valerian in the City of a Thousand
That
Planets is
doesn't even
awesome.
count as a guilty pleasure though, because you're not guilty. You don't.
They don't
like,
even really
It's
do
just
any
an okay
fighting
movie.
in that movie.
I'm trying to think of other. Let me get back to
Yeah,
me on
yeah.
my guilty.
No, I
pleasure.
need an answer from you right now, and then we're gonna fight about it.
It comes
at, like,
it comes
a loud
out that
volume.
he actually doesn't like Valerian. He just really likes Rihanna.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think he likes the other chick.
Umbrella.
Cara Delevingne.
Yes, there we go. No, I'm freaking amped for this movie. Johnny Cage 1 looks great. It's Carl Urban. Dude's on a kick right now. He's off the walls. Great actor.
I can't believe that you haven't watched The Boys.
I have watched The Boys.
Oh, you have? Which
he
one
hasn't watched The Boys.
I can't believe you haven't watched The
I
Boys.
really think he would like it.
But you like The Boys, right?
Yeah, honestly, at this
Okay.
point, I like Gen V more than I like The Boys. The last season of The Boys was not awesome.
Disagreed. I think
You thought that was the best?
The
of
Boys
them?
has been not the best season. I think season 1 and 2 have been by far the best. But no, The Boys so far is a nonstop thrill ride. I mean,
Yeah.
man, it gets going at the very beginning.
I
But
just
Carl
kinda
Urban
lost It's like
is so good.
Sting or not Sting. I don't know. It's just like almost in the same way that I'm kind of over Taika Waititi. It's just like it's the same stuff. Like I just they're
It's
playing
time
the
to,
same.
it's time to wrap it up.
Yes, no, I agree.
Yeah.
And I think they know that too.
Well, they're going to. They have to.
Alrighty, so yeah,
I've got you a couple.
hold on, let's get through this and then you can. I just think it's really cool, one, to see the new iteration of the characters, because we got a lot of the characters in this first one, which Zach and I will be the first to admit, not a great film. It's not that awesome. But
Now, are they bringing back that kid? The one, the guy they created for a story.
I believe so,
They're bringing him back,
which is mega unfortunate. Whoops, played that trailer. But we also got some
Louis Tan.
classic characters return: Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, Sonya, Jax. We have some newcomers as well: Jade, Sindel, Kitana, Bakura. They all appear in live action for the first time ever. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty amped for that.
Do you like Hiroyuki Sanada? Do you like him at all? Thoughts?
Couldn't tell you.
This guy?
Let me see. Spin it. Do I
Scorpion.
like that guy? Oh,
Scorpion.
yeah, he's great.
No, but if
I don't know that I've actually ever
no
seen
idea.
him in anything.
If there is any like redeeming quality of the first Mortal Kombat movie, it's this guy turning into Scorpion.
Mhm.
That is just that whole opening scene of him fighting to save his like family is phenomenal.
I think the effects. I mean, you got to go over the top with the weird effects just because of like fatalities and stuff in the video games. I think that they mesh. Like
It looks very good.
it looks great. I think they mesh really well.
It's a movie that looks fantastic. It's just held back by the fact that they created a new character for some semblance of a story.
It's my problem. It's almost as bad as when you have a video game movie and you put a real life person in a video game movie.
Yeah.
Like Jumanji style.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing here? Like, this is stupid. I want to be in the video game. I don't want to be in the video game.
See, but here's the thing though about Mortal Kombat is that if for the remake the re-release Mortal Kombat 1 from 2021, they could have just recast and remade the first Mortal Kombat movie from the 90s, and everyone would have lost their mind and been happy with it. We would have been totally fine. I don't even care. Happy with it. But instead, what they did was they tried to make a fighting movie have a story about some kid who, wants to fight a little bit. It's just not good.
Yeah, and they kind of just made up his powers too, which I thought was he's just like
well the whole point
didn't he get some like magic shit or something?
Well, that's the whole thing is that like apparently you get like a rash that has like the Mortal Kombat symbol, and then like you get powers, and you have to like discover the powers. But that's not how.
It's more like a birthmark, not
That's
a
just
rash.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
Anyways,
you get eczema, and then you go play.
You need some.
Mortal Kombat.
God, I really got to put some cream on that thing. Man, he's tried everything. It won't go away.
This trailer alone I think was cool just because they like sampled Wu-Tang Clan Ain't Nothing to Fuck With, which is I like that song. I'm actually really on a 90s like group rap kick right now, which is like Naughty by Nature, Wu-Tang Clan.
He buys a new truck and listens to rap music now. Who are you?
A Tribe Called Quest.
Are you going through a midlife crisis?
I go through music phases, so that's just what I'm on right now. Anyway,
I think they call that a midlife crisis.
I've listened to these groups before. 3-6 Mafia was like 6 months ago. I love 3-6 Mafia. Anyway, all right. So yeah, I'm pretty amped about this. I am.
Who is this person?
All right,
I've
got my movies real quick.
Let me wrap. I'm
what
nearly
movies?
wrapped.
What are you talking about?
He asked for my bad movie that I like.
Oh, okay.
So we're rolling here on the list.
No.
I think Mortal Kombat trailer looks good. I'm excited for it. Comes out this October.
Looks great. I'll be there opening day.
I'm sorry. You and the 2 other fans will be sorely disappointed.
There's more than 2 of us. There's at least 6.
It'll be
right?
you, me, and Connor.
Yeah.
Dead center.
Fuck yeah. Let's do it.
All right. So yeah, I don't know. Did you even watch the Hoppers trailer?
I did, and that's the only good one on the whole thing.
That's fucking insane. So you didn't like?
Wait, the what trailer? Hoppers?
I mean,
it's a new teaser.
Okay, I didn't watch this because I thought you were talking about Hopper from Stranger Things.
It's like 40 seconds long.
It's like an animated thing.
If you want to watch it on mute, go crazy.
You're good. It's animated. It's like an animated avatar. They go into the body of I don't know if it's a squirrel or no. It's probably a.
Oh, that's what it was. Maybe I didn't
beaver?
see the right trailer. I saw the teaser.
It's like a beaver or something.
Where he's just like, no, you can't eat me.
Oh,
no, they go into
it's
like
a Disney
the girl
Pixar.
goes into the beaver.
Oh, I didn't know
and then
that.
talks to the animals. I don't know. It looks
Did
good.
they put up multiple
for
trailers?
like
I didn't watch
animated?
that at all.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my bad.
But yeah, I think it'll be good. Disney really needs an animated win. They've missed on a few in a row. So
I like this. I like the
hope that they
style that
hit.
they're choosing. It kind of looks like Up a little
I
bit.
agree. It's got like a nice animated thing. There was a good joke at the end. Since you guys haven't watched it, there's like a bear and it goes to eat.
Okay, I did see that.
Yeah, it goes to eat something, and I don't know what it is.
It's like a beaver, I think.
Beaver, probably.
Yeah.
And the beaver just wants to be eaten, and
He's like, nah, man. I mean, he caught me. He can eat me. It's
yeah,
fine.
and then the bear's like, nah, you made it weird. So I don't know. It's just funny. I think it'll be good.
I think the voice actors match those characters well.
I agree.
Yeah, I think I'll watch it. Probably. I don't know. Melee's into those, so I'll probably end up doing it.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I'm probably not gonna watch this, but it looks fun.
That's fine.
Fair enough.
It's
Not for you. Which is fine. Which is fine for you. But if I do it, I'm a war criminal or something. So that's okay.
No, worse. Terrorist. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably end up watching it. Whatever. It looks okay. All right, last one. Stranger Things Season 5. Might as well be Season 50, because we haven't had this in, 5 years now?
Yeah, no, so what I saw was that they're going to release Season 5 in 43-minute increments over the course of about 6 years. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, I mean, that's not far off from what we're doing right
Yeah,
now.
it's going to be great.
Yeah. Why is this normal? Why have we allowed this to become a normalcy?
Yeah, what happened here? Is there an actual reason as to why it's taken so long to get this show done?
I have a theory.
Go ahead.
Okay. So their strategy, right, is go a year. Initially, people argue whether it's good or not, the season. And then by the time they put out the next one, everyone forgets the bad parts and remembers the good parts, and everyone's excited again. It's like,
you think they're still riding on the success of the first season?
I mean, the other
just
seasons,
like incrementally
the
over
other seasons
the last
haven't
10 years?
been great. Like, I don't think that they're necessarily bad, but I think that there's a lot of parts that people don't agree with. Like, season 4 came out, and I remember you being staunchly against it. And now season 5's coming around, and you're starting to turn a leaf because it's just been enough time.
I need you to know the time that we have. Okay, season 1 came out July 15th, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
It will be nearly 10 years since we have had the beginning and end of this show. And 10 years like that, 10 years of Seinfeld is 10 seasons. I mean, they stopped at 9, but like that's what they're up against. And they did much more media. I understand that the style is different, and these are basically chopped up movies. I totally get that. But in 10 years, you should have, that's plenty of time to make more content.
No,
in the same level.
When did the rest of the seasons come out? I'm trying to find this right now.
Do you think
they got progressively spread apart? I think it's probably truly what I think it is. Probably just a
there was COVID
effects thing, COVID, and just the actors. Like
Millie
Bobby Brown's in Godzilla.
There was a writer's strike, there was an actor's strike, and there was COVID. But it came out in 2016, so they could have got 4 fucking seasons out. If you did a year per season, you could have technically got those 4 out. But I'm guessing that so you got 2016 was the release. It's not going to get greenlit immediately for a season 2 by Netflix.
See, I agree with that initially, what you're saying, Lance. But I just think that that's not an excuse for, especially this last gap, 5 years. Come on.
Which part are you referring to?
Where you're they put the show out. Let's see how it does before we greenlight anything.
No, I don't. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what my initial point was. My initial point was a joke that they keep getting worse, and so they make a spread amount of time so that people forget.
That's not even
accurate. Season 1, 2016. Season 2, 2017. Season 3, 2019. Season 4 was released in 2022.
Why are they getting exponentially worse?
Well, you have to.
I guess COVID was in there too.
COVID,
but you can't ride that. It's like the gas price. That's like blaming current gas prices on Katrina.
But
let's just we're so beyond COVID.
You also have to
point.
consider season 1, season 2, season 3 did not really have that much effects or that high of we're probably going to different places. They're probably having to build sets and things like that they didn't really have to worry about the first 3 seasons.
But here's the thing though, is that season 1 and 2, but season 3 had
season 3 came out in July of 19, July 4th of 19. I remember that specifically. That was they dropped it on us and no one knew that was happening, right? And so really peak COVID hit in 2020 of April 2020, something like that. That's when things kind of really shut down.
Oh,
so you're telling me that they just launched it July 4th and just we're we'll get it next year. They didn't even have anything planned. I mean, they should have been filming this thing in fucking December.
Well, you also have
You know
a
what I
bunch
think it
of
is?
actors that
think-
have other stuff
I think
going on.
I think they're just irresponsible. That's what I think this is.
Fair
3
enough.
3 years? Come on.
I agree.
These kids are gonna be 35 by the time this fucking.
That's
thing
got to
comes
be. I mean, we make jokes about that all the time. They look old. That has to be such a production problem, especially. And then you have to skew the story too, like oh, we jumped forward in time, or make these kids that are now adults shave their faces, or I don't know.
The one that's like the most stand outish, which is like crazy, is Will Byers. Will Byers, when this all came out, was like just a cute little 9-year-old kid,
yeah,
right?
I agreed.
And now he is a grown ass man wearing like weird stripes.
Two people hate him.
Yeah, well, it's
He looked like
he is
looks
the
like
worst.
Ned.
Other than his mom, yeah, he's the worst character. On
He
the
looks
show.
like Ned's
More
the
so
classified.
mentioning his actor, but yes, yeah, kind of. Coconut Head
Yeah,
in the first season. Yeah, he does. Look
Oh,
like
the
Coconut
actor
Head.
himself.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
he? What is he? An asshole?
Nah, he's got some pretty jarring
Has some opinions.
about certain land disputes in the Middle East.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. Anyway,
Hey,
don't give
here's-
a shit.
Here's an idea. Shut up and act.
Yeah.
Just do your job.
He just put some weird videos out. I just went kind of down a rabbit hole yesterday. I was like, why do people hate this guy? I could see why they hate this guy.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, want to ruin your future?
have an opinion about something.
Mention these things. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when he would Google. There was a kid. This is totally not movie related at all, but it's hilarious to me. A kid from our high school. I'm not gonna say his name, but like,
Let's say his name.
no.
Who is it?
I'll
Say his
text
name,
it.
his address.
Okay,
his
I'll say it.
I'll text it to you. Kid named Mason, 2 years ahead of us. He Googled how to text bomb on one of the school computers, and obviously got flagged because it was like how to and bomb in the same sentence.
nice.
So yeah, he got like immediately sent to the office. He got pulled out of school, was investigated by the police. I think it was pretty under wraps because I don't think a lot of people actually know about this.
I
But,
didn't know about
yeah,
that.
it was insane. That he had to like explain. It's like text bombing is when you send a bunch of texts all at once and like basically brick the other person's phone.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with actual explosives. I just think it was super funny.
Want to hear a hilarious thing that happened in my high school in the library? A kid took a shit in a book and put it back.
What? That's crazy.
Welcome to Fort Wayne, boys and girls.
Well, we have more.
Got caught
Yeah.
immediately.
Less. We have less shit involved and more like families crumbling and exploding from within.
Yeah.
And new families
Created.
beginning.
Yes. That's a
looking-
good way to look at it.
The look in your eye right there when I was telling that story was like, what's he going to say?
Yeah, I was concerned.
Could be way worse.
Where did you go, Cherubusco?
No, I went to Carroll.
Ah,
We're just doxing ourselves
Gosh,
right now.
I do want to say a slur. I'm kidding. All right, movie of the week. Whoa.
Wait.
Lance
All right, say your
dives in-
stuff.
Lance
Holy
dives
I gotta get
inside
into
of
it.
himself.
You can't attack me and then move on. That's not fair to me.
I would like to make one slight point before you say your
Okay.
slight point.
Okay.
The energy on the podcast when we actually have good quality things to talk about, much higher. I'm like right on a cloud right now.
Hey, you know what we should do? Let's bring the podcast to a grinding halt.
Yep, here we go. All right, so Pacific Rim Uprising. Not a good movie. I love it.
Is it number 2?
Yeah, that's the second one.
Okay.
Another thing with
Because
Mortal,
it was a number 2.
Remind me of the cast of that one. Who's is it? Not Charlie Hunnam again?
No, it's dude from Star Wars.
Charlie Day is back
Oh,
in
Charlie
yeah,
Day's
yeah,
still
yeah.
in it, but it's Star Wars.
it. He,
Guy.
he links up with one of the...
It's also
monster
Clint
things.
Eastwood's son, Scott, right? Okay, yeah. You're right. Continue.
Another movie with Mortal in the name. Mortal Engines was a good
movie is
movie. I loved it.
I shouldn't say you like John Carter.
Mortal Engines was some of the worst time I've ever spent in a theater. I want you to know. Mortal Engines was fucking dog shit, which is such a travesty because I love Peter Jackson.
I've got another movie that you also hated more than that one on my list. The Kid Who Would Be King.
That movie fucking sucks.
Never saw that.
That movie sucks. That kid would never be a king. Makes no sense.
TV show we're going. Inhumans. I enjoyed.
You might be one of the 4 people.
Yeah,
I know. I'm
crazy.
I'm on an island.
Did you go to and see it in IMAX?
Yeah.
Did you? That's fucking absurd. to me.
They showed the first 2 episodes in IMAX
Yeah,
at AMC.
and they were
I went and
terrible.
watched them.
So crazy that they brought Black Bolt back to
Yeah,
Multiverse
it was
of
awesome.
Madness.
Yeah. And finally, pretty much all of the Sony Spider-Verse movies. I enjoyed them. Kraven the Hunter, I liked.
Oh, I thought you meant like Into the Spider-Verse.
No.
I was like, because you're not alone there.
Wait. Did you watch Madam Web?
I haven't watched that
Okay,
one.
I haven't seen that
I
either.
haven't seen that one, so I can't give you
I've watched approximately 35 minutes of Madam Web and turned it off.
But I liked all the Venoms, too.
It's a bummer that Adam Scott's in that.
Yeah.
But anyways, we can go back. But I just wanted to show you that I do like bad movies. It's just not the same ones that you guys like.
Yeah, I understand.
I fast forwarded to the ending of Madam Web just to all right, I gotta see how this thing ends, I guess, before I really turn this thing off.
Yeah.
It's just like her in a wheelchair, just like gliding around because she's blind.
But it's fine when
she's
Professor X does it.
Yeah, but it'd be hilarious if she just started like knocking into stuff.
Insane take.
She's in an attic, just like rolling around in a wheelchair.
Speaking of like just obscure movies, Twitter's on one right now. For whatever reason, Aliens in the Attic is making its round with like a bunch of GIFs. Do you remember that movie?
Mm-mm.
Where they like go to this vacation house or they rent, I don't know, some rental house, and then aliens like
I don't think I've ever
come
seen
to
that.
Earth and they are in the attic of this house. It's a comedy, but the woman from Everybody Loves Raymond, the mom, I can't think of her name.
Deborah.
No, that'd be his wife. I'm saying it's Ray's mom. I can't think of the actress's name. Anyway, she does some insane like she's like controlled by the aliens or something, and she does some crazy taekwondo shit and kicks the boyfriend nobody likes. Anyway, all right, moving on. Movie of the week holds a special place in my heart.
Oh God, I hope I never think about it again.
Yeah, shout out Emil Hirsch. Shout out the other girl. I can't think of her name. I'll think of it soon. We watched Speed Racer, the Wachowski Speed Racer. I think it's one of the best like adaptations ever. I think they did an insane amount of good stuff. Lance, you had some of the shittiest opinions I've ever heard.
This is the worst movie.
No.
This movie had a bigger budget, and the same 7 days after Iron Man had a bigger budget. What happened in those 7 days that from when this came out to when Iron Man came out that they learned how to do CGI? Like, it is insane to me.
See, so I will say they took a lot of stylistic choices, a lot of artistic choices.
It looks like a Lazy Town sequel.
I don't disagree with that, but I just think it works so well with with its source material. It's such a like over the top like 80s cartoon, and I think they did such a good job in capturing that. I don't know, it's just I want to root for him. The movie, I love it.
I thought it was horrible. I don't know what you thought. I thought it was absolutely horrible.
I'm kind of just holding back until you guys are done. But a couple things. One, I'm going to pay you $4 less next month.
Yeah.
Because
I did make them rent this. It's not available on any
this
streamings.
movie. It was pretty bad. Two, I could fix this movie with one little change, and it'd probably save them a whole buttload of money.
Okay.
If they just went full CGI or went full animation. Because every single time
the source material is animation.
I know, but but the problem is that you could visually tell every time that they're in one of the cars and they're like,
yeah, but like
they're doing that, behind them is clearly just it's all green screen. It just really takes it out.
I'm not denying that those things were visually kind of weird, but they're all echoes and like callbacks to the animation of the TV show.
Yeah, but it's animated TV show and it all looks exactly the same. You can tell there's visually a difference between the person sitting in the car and the thing that's happening behind them. And he's like, "Whoa, look out! There's a guy with a spike stick over there."
It's the perfect story of beating the odds when everything is stacked against you.
Yeah, but it was
he uncovers this insane like fixing.
He doesn't uncover dick. They tell him what the fucking
he
plot
doesn't.
is.
He doesn't uncover. Excuse me. He is thrown into this like fixing
the giant
racing world.
Okay, the giant piece of shit businessman who's rich as hell,
Yeah.
named Royalton is like, "Hey man, here's all this cool stuff I've got.
Royalton,
So go ahead and sign this document away, and you can be on my
I
team."
think
Why is
the
kid's name Speed
I was
Racer?
exactly
okay.
literally exactly what I was
But-
gonna say.
but
You can't take it seriously because the dude's name is Speed Racer.
It's pretty bad. But Emil Hirsch Speed doesn't discover dick because he's like, "Unless you sign this, I'm gonna tell you something, boy." the whole thing is over the top.
I just think it's hilarious to me that he has that much money but can't go to the fucking dentist. That dude has the most disgusting teeth I've ever seen in my life. Also, shout out Ariel Winter, Modern Family girl.
Yeah.
She was in this as young Trixie.
I caught that.
Really?
I will say they casted. I mean, the whole point of like the flashbacks with Speed and Trixie was to show how fucking dumb Speed is, and how the only reason that he made it through school is because of Trixie, and his whole life is about racing. Totally get that. Man, they did great with that casting because that kid looks fucking dumb. That kid is the stupidest looking kid I've ever seen in my life.
When I said,
looks dumb in this movie.
I texted the group pretty much immediately after starting this movie, and I said John Goodwin's back is going to hurt after the end of this. Did you guys get that at all? Or?
Yeah, because he carries it with his acting abilities.
Yeah.
Emil Hirsch is pretty bad.
Carries this whole movie on his back.
All right,
Nobody
all right.
carries this movie.
I'm gonna give it
unfortunately.
to you. Shut up. The only thing that's okay, so I admit there are a lot of things wrong with this movie, but it's just this truly might be my guilty pleasure. The final scene at the
Definitely
Grand
keep it to
Prix.
You should feel real guilty about this
the final
movie
scene,
for sure.
the final Grand Prix where the race is fixed. Okay, they have the spear hook on the other car. Cannonball Taylor has a spear hook on his car. He's gonna win. He's gonna use it. Right. The whole point of that is because Speed knows the entire world is against him, yet he overcomes the odds. And
Oh my
beats
God!
it.
What
He's
are
a
we
true
doing
winner.
here?
The last racing sequence, those scenes are what Brad Pitt's F1 movie strives to be. When Brad Pitt is flying, quote
This is
unquote.
the first clip. This is the first clip we're posting.
When Brad Pitt is flying, whatever the fuck, okay, where he just basically drives around static cars, okay, that is what Speed Racer does times 10, times a million. It is one of the best. Dude, when he comes to a stop at the end after beating all odds and his tires are melting onto the track and he's in the it's just so good. When
He caught them in okay, wait a second. We're gonna give a synopsis of the movie so that people are.
I don't think
no one's seen this movie, so we need to give a little synopsis.
The final race scene in Speed Racer is the perfect racing sequence.
Hear me out.
In any movies.
Hear me out. Stop. Just shut up and listen for a second.
No.
We agree on a lot of things. On this one, we're not going to. So there's a part in the movie where Speed defies all the odds and gets out of the grapple hook thingy-majigger, right? And then the spear hook, and he spins out and he essentially stops, okay? He's ahead of the field. He defeats the bad guy. He's ahead of the field by a pretty good margin, right? And the rest of the cars all catch up to him and they all fuck off because they're racing.
Actually, he wasn't in the lead at that point, but it's fine.
Yes, well, him and
Cannonball Taylor.
Yeah, they were in the lead at that point. Those two were the front runners. But he catches them so fast. If they were going that fast the entire race,
because it's the Mach 6.
But if they were going that fast the entire race, they wouldn't have caught him.
They got a Bernoulli.
He would have won the race by 18 miles.
Movie makes no sense. But I have two things.
It's not the point. It's not about the practical live
real
life things. Okay,
I want to
it's about
speak logistically
it's thematic.
Oh no, this movie is full of if you ask questions, it all falls apart.
Absolutely, I'm not denying that.
Logistically, behind the scenes stuff. Okay, but first I have a joke. I can also fix the movie in one thing. It would be to turn off the camera before they start filming.
Stop.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Anyways,
go watch Mortal Engines, you piece of shit. Keep going.
Anyways, my other thing is literally just what were they thinking? They spent $120 million on this, right? But they also have just enough vulgarity that they can't really there's going to be a lot of kids and families that aren't going to go to this. The little kid flips them off. There's a couple of swears. I just don't know. They made it into a kids movie that kids can't watch. So what is the point of that? I don't understand how they thought this was ever going to succeed by making those choices. Regardless of the movie being horrible, which it absolutely was, this was never going to work either way because they minimized their audience to Jacob because they took away kids being able to watch it. Yeah. So I just don't. It doesn't make sense.
You actually are the roles reversed here because he's making a lot of sense. Usually you're on top of things, but right now
this is truly a guilty pleasure. This is one of my favorite movies.
Okay,
I could watch it.
You know what really
every week for the rest of my life.
What really takes me out of the movie is Speed's little brother and the monkey. It is just
Spritle and Chim Chim.
It is so bad. So
I did not know those
so A big part of
Chim
this,
Chim?
a big like plot device of the movie is that apparently this little fat kid can like hide wherever he can. Like he hides all over the place. You'll never find this little kid. He can get
He's
anywhere.
fucking flat Stanley.
He sees like this. They're on the Royalton like airplane,
Yeah.
and like they open the little candy drawer, and the kid's like, "What?" and the chimp's like, right. Anyways, he gets back on the plane somehow. Okay, and they catch him, and they're like, "We must have a rat again."
Yeah, that's it.
I was sitting there watching, and I was like, you know what? The stupidest thing they could do is they could put that monkey in a trench coat, and then they did it.
My other question with the movie, or problem, like I got so many problems, but the one that just literally doesn't make any sense at all to me. Why did the brother not tell him he was the brother at the end of the movie? They had to know this wasn't getting a second one. Like we needed to get that payoff.
No, I agree.
at the
Okay,
end.
I don't know the answer to that, and honestly, I
Okay, give a synopsis essentially of the movie. Just give a little like breakdown.
okay. Well, what I was gonna say
Young
is like,
driver, speed racer. His name's Speed. For those of you that haven't watched this,
And he's
which
a
I assume is
racer,
most
but
of them.
he's also his last name is also Racer. So.
They're
His brother, Rex Racer.
His dad and his brother own a car shop. Okay.
What is his dad's name? Pops.
And they race
Pop
in
Racer.
like the speedball fucking 18,000 whatever the hell. These race cars go 1 billion miles per hour. They have like Gatling guns on them, and like
You're talking about the WRL.
They can jump and all that good stuff.
It's a racing
Okay,
league.
aspire to be champion of a racing world with the help of his family and his high tech Mach 5 automobile.
There's
The brother at the very beginning, Speed and Pops and his family are all watching his brother Rex Racer, and then Rex dies in a horrible car crash, which is crazy because
You're skipping the fact that he left the family to go race in the World Racing League when his dad didn't want him to do it.
I would argue he should skip more than that.
I'm
but
trying,
you can continue.
but I'm trying to give a little synopsis here. But essentially, there's a race at the very beginning, and the brother dies. All right, and then later,
you're missing the fact that there's this internal falling out between him and the family.
We're not missing it. We're trying to forget it.
Oh my God! Shut up.
that's
There's essentially two. Okay, I concede that the movie is not that critically. It's terrible. That's fine.
No,
I just really enjoy it. But there is essentially two movies happening at the same time. Speed is basically
whoa, 2 movies for the price of one.
traveling. Speed is making his way through the racing league and then is good enough now to join the WRL. Whatever. His dad doesn't want to do it because Rex died in the WRL years before. Turns out though, Rex actually didn't die. He faked his death to try and combat like race fixing and all of the dark side of racing. Which
The dark underground. of
Yes,
racing.
But
the
that
underground
side
racing.
never gets solved the whole movie.
yeah,
So.
because that's the point. It can't be. You're never gonna weed out all
No,
of this
but we
corruption.
never even get the payoff of him telling his family he's alive. Like that's
Yeah, but like
so
that was
stupid.
I don't care about that. What the good thing about this movie is that Speed defies all of those things. He realizes you can't beat corruption. He's never going to weed it out completely. The only way to beat it is to win no matter what. And that's exactly what he does.
The best part of the movie was the clapping at the end, so I knew it was over.
Yeah, okay.
Like I don't.
It's like half the movies that you like for me. I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
fair
you've
enough,
got
but,
some
like,
dog shit that you like
I
too.
agree, but this
Dude had one opportunity to shit on a movie that I like, and he's just going all in. Which, go crazy. That's
you know
fine.
what? If I've got something, if Atlantic Rim had the budget of this movie, we would be talking about a Oscar winner.
I will
compared to
say,
this.
again, it's not a great movie, but I just really enjoy it. Guilty pleasure. The only reason that it made any amount of money is because its entire marketing budget was spent on letting everyone know this was directed by the people that made The Matrix. It is the Wachowski brothers. Well, what are they, sisters now?
They're sisters now. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So, that's the only reason
They've
it made
essentially
cash.
made an entire career about they made The Matrix. Their entire career is we made The Matrix,
What else have they directed?
and also that's literally it. I think that's literally it.
They're like 1 for 9, right? Like they made one good.
It comes up Wachowski brothers, now sisters.
Yeah, they've made nothing but The Matrix
I've got
and
the
Speed Racer.
I've
Oh,
got
they
the
made
list.
Jupiter Ascending, it looks
I've
like.
got the list.
Yeah,
They
that movie
made
went nowhere.
Assassins, Bound, The Matrix Reloaded, The Matrix Revolutions, V for Vendetta, The Invasion,
Okay, sorry, I
Speed
forgot.
Racer,
V for Vendetta.
Cloud Atlas, Jupiter Ascending, and The Matrix Resurrection. They are essentially
Did you say Cloud Atlas?
Yeah.
Ah, that movie sucks.
They essentially are just known for being box office bombs. Like they're 1 for 9. Like genuinely, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, they're 1 for 11. They had one box office hit, and the rest of them have absolutely imploded. And yet somehow they're well. That's not true. The Matrix movies made money, but they're just bad. But
first one is good. I'd say the other two are not great, but if you watch them all three together, I do really
Take
love
it
them.
back. The Matrix is fantastic.
sorry, I know you like the Matrix. Yeah. Other than the first one's good, the other two are just.
I will say, the Wachowski sisters now are doing their absolute best. Jesus, are doing their absolute best to ruin their legacy of making Matrix movies. Though, with the Matrix 4 is one of the biggest piles of dog shit I've ever seen in my entire life. It is terrible, and I think they're going to continue making Matrix movies.
Oh wow!
God.
Yeah.
Dude, Resurrection
No
was
way.
terrible.
Who would give them? They
I
lost.
don't know.
They lost at what had to be at least $250 million on
Yeah,
the
man, I
Matrix
don't know who they're
Resurrections.
blowing,
You think
but-
they give them another
They're
shot?
doing they're doing another one.
Really?
I
We
saw
also
they're doing
forgot
that.
to mention, back to Speed Racer, and then we can wrap it up. There's also some just weird corporate crimes that were going on as well, where
Yeah.
there's a lot of...
A weird subplot, and also a guy that has piranhas. What is going on? They
I just like
grab
that-
they grab one of the race car drivers for some reason. The movie's like, oh, Dad, I'm gonna be a race car driver, and then it cuts to like
By the way, a crime-fighting race car driver.
yeah, it hints or it like switches over
Racing
to a driver being driven around in the back of an 18-wheeler, and like this guy has a big desk with like piranhas behind him, and he's like, "Hey, these are my babies." What?
So
What are we doing here?
When I rewatched this, mainly was like, it kind of reminds me of Sky High, but like in a bad way. And it's like, okay, all right, there's no superheroes.
No, they could have definitely just made the entire thing animated, and it would have been better.
They could have drawn this with crayon on a piece of paper and flipped it, and we would have enjoyed it more.
I know, Speed Racer, it sucks, whatever. I really like it, though, and I stand by what I said. It has some of the best racing scenes.
I think we should outlaw Jacob from
You
picking the
are
movie of the week anymore.
Allowed to not like it.
Do we want to skip to discussion
Or-
questions? Are we ready?
I thought we
yeah.
were talking Superman. No.
Yeah, well, we're going to rank some Superman. So here's what we've got, okay? So we've got 2 rankings we're going to do we're going to all discuss, okay? And then I've got a ranking for Jacob and a ranking for you, Zach, individually
Oh,
that are completely separate, and I'll have you guys pick which one you want before you know what's going on. But
Okay.
So we've got 3 Superman movies in the past 20-ish years, roughly. So, yeah. So which one of those 3 is the best, which one's the worst, and which one falls flat in the middle for you guys? So I guess I should mention, we've got Superman Returns, we've got Man of Steel, and then we've got Superman. So how would you rank those 3?
okay, I'll go first. So basically, I think it's no question the order for me at all. We're going to go dead last, Superman Returns. That is the craziest movie that I've ever seen. Basically, Kevin Spacey plays Lex Luthor, and to acquire a mega fortune and a yacht for some reason, he exchanges sexual favors with a 90-year-old woman who's about to die. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen, and he can make Krypton or something, and I don't know. I just rewatched it last week, and when I say rewatched it, I mean I turned it off. I forgot how bad this fucking movie is. Superman Returns tries to go back to the Reeves stuff. It's basically, I believe it is technically the same. It's supposed to be the same Superman from like the Superman movies, like the old ones, like Reeves' Superman.
Really? I didn't know that.
I believe that is. I please everyone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it is a sequel to Christopher Reeves. Yeah, Superman Returns is set 5 years after Christopher Reeves' Superman 2. Well, it fucking sucks. So, yeah, I'm going Superman Returns. Then I'm going.
I thought this was easy.
Yeah, I know, but now that I'm thinking, I just know that you're going to rebuttal this. I'm going Superman Returns, number 3. I'm going Superman 2025, number 2, and I'm going Man of Steel, number 1.
So what puts Man of Steel above it?
Man of Steel, number 1 is I just really like Henry Cavill. I like how it's just not an ensemble movie. It's a true Superman origin, a modern Superman origin, and I think it did it really, really well. I really like, his suit is incredible. It is super. I love his suit. I I like his the S. Really like that. I also really like the Jor-El stuff in that one. I did not like the Superman parent stuff in this new one, the gun Superman. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of not Kurt Russell. I'm losing it here. Who plays Jor-El in Man of Steel?
Oh, fighting around the world guy.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
No, sorry.
I was close. Yeah, Man of Steel is just really good. I wish they would have made a Man of Steel 2. I like all the fighting scenes in that. It's got some of the best speedster scenes.
Oh, so good. And the little lieutenant, the chick that plays the lieutenant.
Yeah, it also it just
So
has a certain amount of weight to it, the movie, and I think it is plagued with what we've talked about it many times. Like, you have this all powerful being, and you have like this, really the best fish in a little pond, and the only way that you can really create any tension with that is usually emotional tension.
Superman with feelings, which
Superman
is what I
with
was going to
feelings.
point is
No,
why I like it less. But you're
I
good.
know,
I'll
I understand
get
that,
to
but
it.
I really like that. I liked all this stuff on Krypton. I like all this stuff with Superman trying to find his way. The only thing that I think that Superman 2025 does better is the Daily Planet stuff and the Clark Kent stuff. Even though we got much less of it, I think that the stuff that we did see with Clark Kent and Lois Lane is much better in Superman 2025. So yeah, my final one, I'm going Superman Returns third. Number 2, going Superman 2025, and then Man of Steel for me is number 1.
What you got, Zach?
All right. It's without a doubt Superman Returns is number 3. It is hot dog shit. It's like they took they told Brandon Routh, they were like, "Hey, just be stoic the entire time. Can you make sure that you look off into the distance really seriously a lot?"
See, I don't even think he's a bad Superman. They just gave him fucking nothing to do.
No, they gave him nothing to do. He looked off in the distance pretty much the entire movie, and every time that he's flying, it's just it's just really bad.
He does have that cool airplane scene on the baseball field, whatever. But
Yeah,
that's
fine.
That's about it.
That's fine. I don't hate James Marsden in this, and Lex Luthor, Kevin Spacey was terrible. It was really bad. The whole I will say I agree with you. The weird sexual favors thing was a strange choice.
Just right off the rip, too.
I'm not
it's
sure.
The first scene.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they decided to do that.
Well, do you even know what I'm talking about? Have you seen this movie?
Yes.
At the beginning, she's like, "Thank you for showing me things. Thank you for making me feel those it's insane dialogue, crazy dialogue."
Yeah, it's pretty bad. He also plays Lex, or Kevin Spacey plays Lex almost too psychotic. I don't think he ever knew what Lex was. Anyways, number 2,
Kevin Spacey was just playing.
Kevin Spacey's playing Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, the director is Bryan Singer. That dude is you should see the laundry list of things that have been brought against him in court. He is a creep.
He is not a good person.
Yes, I would say he's generally blacklisted at this point.
He did make X-Men and X-Men Days of Future Past.
Bryan Singer produced, I think, all of those X-Men movies.
Oh, director on X-Men and then producer on X-Men Days of Future Past. Number 2 for me is going to be Superman 2025. I think that James Gunn made a really good ensemble movie, but I don't think he made a very good Superman movie. And whenever the movie tries to get somewhat serious, or they're trying to talk about the breakup between him and Lois Lane, or they're trying to dive a little bit deeper into any topic, it falls on its face because it's there's a joke involved. And honestly, Superman spends the majority of the movie locked up or getting his ass whooped. Superman doesn't drive the movie forward like he's supposed to. He takes a back seat to what's happening, and he's trying to catch up with everything that's happening. I like the movie. Don't get me wrong. I'm still holding that 7.5, but I just the rest of the characters for me were the movie, and Superman essentially was just playing catch up with them the entire time. And I talked to you about this a couple days ago. Him and Lois Lane were having a serious heart to heart at night in Lois's apartment, right? And he's I just I'm having a real this all came out, and I just don't know why Jor-El would say this. But in the background is like,
Oh, the imp stuff.
is like the Guardians, or not the Guardians of the Galaxy are in the background fighting an interdimensional being. James Gunn made a Guardians of the Galaxy movie for DC with this.
Isn't it like also a star thing?
A star thing?
Or like an interdimensional imp? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, something like that.
Continue.
For me, Mr. Terrific stole the movie. I think he was by far the best part of this whole thing. You had Guy Gardner. I can't think of the actor's name now off the top of my head. Nathan Fillion played Nathan Fillion with a terrible haircut. I'm in. And Hawkgirl for me was I liked Hawkgirl, but you could take her out of the movie and it wouldn't change anything. She just brought nothing to the plot. She literally just dropped the dictator out of a window. That's about it. But Superman was literally just playing catch up the entire time and getting his ass whooped. Didn't love that. I will go Man of Steel is by far the best. I think that is the most accurate depiction that we could see from a comic book on like how strong he is, his parents, his origin story, having General Zod show up and the speedster stuff. I just think that it was overall, it was really, really good. I think they made a better Superman movie because it was all about Superman and he was the one driving the plot.
All right. Well, I'm going to tell you guys why you're wrong. I'm going to skip past Superman Returns. Obviously, it's the worst. Just had to. Everything else was ranking. So if I only had two, we were just picking. So I threw that one in there with it. But Superman is by far the better movie. And here's why. Okay. So you have Man of Steel, which is sad feeling Superman. And I will give you that I think it places a better emphasis on Superman, okay? But I don't believe Henry Cavill. He makes a great Superman. He makes a very, very bad, why am I blanking on his
Clark
name?
Kent?
Clark Kent, sorry. He makes a very, very bad Clark Kent.
I don't disagree with that.
You also have
He's
problems.
way too pretty,
And I think, honestly, the main problem with this movie for me is, like you mentioned the humor and how it didn't feel very comic booky. I go the other way. I see the sadness, the darkness. That's not a comic book to me that Superman portrays, right? Like some comic books portray that. This doesn't portray Superman to me. It more portrays like a Batman style, and then it led over to the entire DCEU was all
I don't
sad
disagree with
and
what you're
dark.
saying because like I think everything I think it's a victim of its time for sure, especially with just the way that it looks because everybody was trying to be Christopher Nolan with The Dark Knight. I totally understand that. Like they're the darker, grittier, and honestly, that's just kind of a Zack Snyder thing too. So I think that I'm not saying that's not like a negative for it, but I think that's definitely an explanation. I think.
No, I get the explanation, but I think it did such a disservice to the DCU moving forward. Like
Man of Steel?
Yeah, absolutely. Like
what?
I'm not saying the movie's bad. I think the movie by itself is fine. Well, I would give it like probably a 6 or a 7. But
it set the tone for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, it set the tones to darkness and like it set up Batman versus Superman was this ultra dark, gritty thing that it didn't need to be. And then it set up Justice League to follow the same suit and everything just kind of spiraled downwards from there. Whereas this movie on its own is a good movie. It does have its flaws. It doesn't center on Superman as much, but I look at a comic book, I look at comics themselves and I see like characters popping up and things like that. Like we get that in here. Like we get to see like these random characters. We're in a world of superheroes that are showing up, popping in, popping out, which is what happens in the comics. And you're seeing, I mean, sure there's humor, but the places that James Gunn has set up this universe to go, I think, make a whole lot more sense than what Zack Snyder set up. I think just this light-hearted things where it's going to be easier to go lighter or to go darker with different characters that aren't Superman than it is to go lighter with a character when Superman was so dark.
I agree with that. I think a lighter character in Man of Steel DCU would feel more out of place than a darker character in the more bright and kind of like, and I honestly I agree too with the like visually. I think I liked the bright and colorful Superman. I think James Gunn did a great job doing that. For me, my problem with it is if it's supposed to be a jumping off point, for this new DCU, no problem with that. But don't call it a Superman movie then.
But I mean, at its heart, it's a Superman.
No,
it's
I agree,
a Superman.
But it just feels like it's trying to accomplish too much.
The movie's going in 10 different directions at any given time.
But I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I just think that it's a lot.
I think it's a lot for an origin.
Yeah.
New jumping off.
But that's like
if you're going to introduce a new character like that.
He wasn't
a new iteration. Excuse me.
Yes, but it's not You said an origin movie. It's not meant to be that. We already know the story. We already know what happens. Like this is throwing us in that world where we're already
hung up on the wrong thing. Origin in the sense of this is the first.
Yes.
This is the first iteration of this. This is the first we've seen this iteration of Superman.
Right, but I think here's the difference, right? I think for us as viewers, it's kind of hard to grasp because we've had Man of Steel, which kicked off a universe, and Iron Man, which kicked off a universe, but they're essentially, now I know there's characters before that, but essentially they're the first heroes that the world sees. Like, that's not what he's trying to accomplish here. We're getting thrown into a world that already has the superheroes, and we're just seeing stories already in there. So, like, it's not like Superman hasn't existed. So
it's a good explanation.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it worked. I think it's exciting for the future.
I think that Superman 2025 was a prime example of, like, incredible casting. Right, I do think that Henry Cavill was a better Superman than David Corenswet. Is that his name? But the rest of the cast was phenomenal. But James Gunn just couldn't get out of his own way.
He also just had this, I want to use the word swag. I use it more. You
haven't said it in a long time.
I know. It's an overplayed term by myself. But anyway, like whenever he gets captured, quote unquote, when Zod shows up and then everyone's just like, where the fuck is Superman? He's the reason this is happening or whatever. Yeah. And then he turns himself in, right? And then, like, they allow him to cuff him and then he just breaks the cuffs apart. And he's just like, scene. I wanted to let you, feel safe or whatever, let you feel like you're in control. When he could beat the shit out of everybody, he could totally escape. It's just like, it's fine. So beyond him and so beneath him. I just think that, there's just like, we don't really get any of that with the Cornsweat one. Where
because he's crying. I
totally agree.
Weak the entire time.
Again, honestly, it's at this point, it's like comparing apples and oranges. Because I think they're just so different. They're supposed to be different. I totally get that, and I think they're both good. But the 2025 Superman is supposed to be on his back foot. Like everything is supposed to be. Goddamn.
I don't know what she did in there.
I know she did.
What'd she do? Take your shit?
Yeah, for audio listeners, someone that we know just came and stole my sweet chili sauce, which is extinct now. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. I think the 2025 thing, I think they do what they intend to do well. I think each are individually good. I rank Man of Steel slightly higher because might be just a little bit of nostalgia, but I just think it's just a better all-around movie.
I think that Rachel Brosnahan as Lois and Superman have like incredible chemistry in this movie too.
I also think she's better than
Amy Adams. I agree, better. But every single moment where like they're gonna have like a genuine moment together is just cut short by like James Gunn trying to be like, please believe me, I'm funny.
But I almost think that's for a purpose.
And also Nicholas Hoult. I don't love him as Lex Luthor. That
one's crazy.
I don't agree with you.
But there's some times where it almost feels like he's gonna break the fourth wall and like smirk at the camera. It's like
I just think that works so well with this movie though, within its universe that they've established.
It's not his fault. It's the writing. I get it. He can only work with so much whatever they're giving him. But like, they played him so like jealous. I mean, he was peanut butter and jelly time the entire movie.
I don't mean to be argumentative with you, but I guess I do because like that's just like Lex Luthor's whole thing. The dude is jealous of Superman. He hates him.
Trust me.
With every burning bone in his body or whatever. Yeah, it's just I think this is the most accurate depiction of Lex Luthor that we've had. He's just petty to the max.
You're just wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay, and to kind of go off of your Lois Lane thing, I do think that Rachel Brosnahan is one of the best Lois Lanes we've seen. She also has shit to do. She like was an integral part of saving Superman at one point.
She's a working woman. She gets her job done. She's doing big things.
She's not just this love interest that happens to know his secret identity, and like that's her whole being. She's not like just like villain leverage. She is
also the boss.
She does shit.
The boss at the Daily Planet. That guy. I liked him.
Oh yeah, the guy from The Wire.
A lot too. Yeah, he was great. Big fan of that guy. But
I don't know his name.
But no, I can't remember his name. Morpheus was great too. But
all right,
it's fine.
If we want to transition,
Morpheus from The Matrix. I can't think of his name either.
He's not in this movie.
No, but he was in Man of Steel. Same character.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the head of the Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
Or not Daily Bugle, Daily Planet.
Next, we're ranking. Okay, we're gonna be ranking the top, or not the top. We're gonna be ranking 5 cinematic universe starting movies. Okay, so we're gonna be ranking Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Iron Man, Transformers, Godzilla, and Superman. And I want you guys to rate them on the movies themselves, but also combo those with what sets up their universe the best as well. So you got to kind of mix those things together and give us one ranking out the door. So while you guys think of that, I'll go first since you guys probably need some time to think. In the 5 slot, I think it's pretty obvious. It's Transformers, and here's why. Okay, the movie itself is fine. It's good, arguably. And I know you guys aren't going to like this because you guys are Transformer lovers, but I think the problem for me is that
and you're saying Superman that just came out?
The new Superman. Okay. Yep, okay. The new Superman. Because we know Man of Steel, well, we already had the debate of Superman and Man of Steel, and we know that the DCU sucked. So clearly something went wrong. But
Superman 2025?
Yeah. So Transformers for me, the problem is the movie itself is great, but they don't really follow it up at all. Like, we get one more with Sam.
No, we get 2 more.
We get 2 more with Sam, but it almost, like...
They follow it up perfectly.
I disagree, and here's why. We have Megan Fox. What? Let's hear yours.
Subjectively wrong.
Let's just go
They continue the story seamlessly. Like, what? Go ahead and say your point, but like, I think you just might be wrong.
I mean, I
mean, you didn't even know that there was 3 movies with Sam. I think you're just talking out of your butt.
Wait. So you're saying that Transformers 2 wasn't a good follow-up to Transformers 1?
I think that Revenge of the Fallen was better than the first one.
No, that's absurd to me. No. Transformers, the problem...
You get way more with the Transformers.
Yes, but you get these half-baked ideas that don't really go anywhere, that lead out to things that we never really see. It just doesn't...
Like what?
I don't know. You're catching me on a, like...
I just think you don't know what you're talking about.
No, I haven't watched Revenge of the Fallen in a while, but to me, it just... From my memory, it just never really added up towards a full idea.
Okay, but, keep going.
Okay, number 4, we have Godzilla. Okay, I think Godzilla's fine. It's good. I actually quite enjoy Godzilla, of course, because I am a believer.
Big monster movie guy.
Not just monster movie. Who made the monster movie?
Oh, Gareth Edwards.
I'm a big Gareth Edwards guy, but overall,
can we look up and see if Tony Gilroy came in and saved that movie too?
But Godzilla as a whole is good, but it's not great. It's not. I actually think King Kong's probably a little bit better as a movie. So yeah, that's what I'll go with there. In the 3 slot, we have Superman. So I think it's baked right in the middle. It's also kind of a cop-out because I'm putting it right in the middle because we don't know what's going to come out after it.
I guess I'm a little bit confused on how you want us to rank this because, like, you're kind of
like I'm saying, like what
going
best
back
jumping off points?
Like, are you saying like best as in versus each other, as in individual movies, or like it did this,
jumping off points?
It launched this franchise better than the other ones did. Okay,
let's do that. So, yeah, so Superman, we just don't know yet. I think it'll be great, but I don't think it's going to surpass in the 2 slot, which is Iron Man for me. I mean, Iron Man's awesome. It leads straight into Iron Man 2 We get to see Tony Stark. We get to see superheroes as they're meant to be. Like, if you think about it, Superman Returns came out only 2 years before this. And there's such a tonal shift and change that we see within those 2 years that superhero movies today follow much more along the lines of the Iron Man like path, if that makes sense.
Blueprint?
Yeah, blueprint. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. And then, of course, in the one slot is Harry Potter, because that is the greatest cinematic universe in the world. And, I mean, even the latest 3 I loved, which I know. Another one I should have mentioned that I'm alone in, but I loved all of the
I love Harry Potter.
spin-offs.
There's no issue there.
No, he's talking about Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts.
Oh.
I love the Fantastic Beasts.
They're fucking bad.
They're not terrible, but they also just don't know
The
what
first
they
one
do.
was, I think the first one was okay. I liked that one.
It's a classic example of like they started something and then abandoned ship immediately.
Oh, there was extenuating circumstances with the last 2.
Yeah.
They had like at the time
They just had no
2
idea
of
where
the
they were
shittiest
going.
viewed
Have
people.
you seen the third one? I don't remember if you
Yeah,
have.
I did see. I honestly couldn't tell you what happens.
I thought
I
the
don't know
third
if I
one was
saw the
great.
whole
I actually
thing.
thought the third one was better than the other 2.
I'll give it a go.
I would have
This-
watched more movies like the third one.
Yeah, I think the third one, they really started to figure things out. I
Yeah,
thought
they're-
the first one, like the second one was kind of like a middle ground where it didn't really work because the first one was good, but it was almost like childlike.
Yep.
And then the second one is kind of just a hodgepodge. But then I think the third one, they really figured out what they wanted to do with it, if that makes sense. So.
Yeah, no, they abandoned everything from the first one.
Fortunately, it was
but-
too little, too late.
Yeah, no, it
All
totally
right, hey,
was.
go ahead and like give them all at once.
I did. I'm
in
done.
order.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so for me, we're going to go with, I'm going to start that over. So for me, in the 5 slot is Transformers. In the 4 slot, unfortunately, I love you, Gareth Edwards, but it's Godzilla. In the 3 slot, we've got Superman, so we'll see what comes of that. But 2 slot, we've got Iron Man, and in the 1 slot, it will be Harry Potter.
Nice. I'll go next. Okay, so... Oh, gosh, man. Okay, so it's a little tough, but I am going to go Godzilla dead last here. Godzilla, number 5. I see, it's a good movie. I just hate what they become.
Yeah.
So it's Godzilla 2014 is one of the best iterations of Godzilla. I mean, before we had Godzilla -1, I would say it's far and away the best of them.
I was going to agree with you there. I think it might be the best Godzilla movie. But now it's just Kong and Godzilla, and they're just in Middle Earth.
They're just,
or whatever
it
they're
almost
doing.
feels like yeah, it's like they're like a Rampage movie with like
Yeah.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson shows up. There's also a
The Rock
geological
beats up
fault
Kong.
that is it's like the new ones are like Andreas meets Pacific Rim meets
Yeah, what are we doing
like
here?
I don't know, it's terrible.
They made a really
They've
good
lost
movie.
the plot, man. They've
and then they lost it.
All right, number 4. As good as I like, I do really, really enjoy the Transformers movies, but I got to go Transformers number 4 here, just because I think there's better options. And that's just a victim of being on this list with these heavy hitters. Transformers, though, I think does a really good job of destroying a lot of people's opinion, or destroying a lot of people's nostalgia for the television show. With the exception of Optimus Prime, I think the character designs are pretty bad if you go and compare them to the cartoon and like the animated movie. But I think as its own IP, if you kind of like remove that stuff, I really, really freaking enjoy them. They have a lot of solid things going for them. They have that like kind of Michael Bay, not even kind of, they have that exactly Michael Bay, the cinematography. The dude can direct action movies. I think he has this insane ability to make everything just feel so large scale, big scale.
The scene at the very, very end of Transformers 1 where Sam is on the ground like dying,
Mhm.
right? And the helicopter flies over the tank and it shoots one shot. That scene where it's like muted sound, it is incredible.
Oh yeah, where it's like in slow mo. And
It's
his use of slow
incredible.
motion is insane.
Yeah.
It's
I actually believe that Megan Fox is a good actress for a second there.
yeah, she's not bad.
That's-
I don't think
that's
she's
how good.
she's not even that bad in the second one.
No, it's fine.
She's essentially the Finn of the Transformers.
No,
she
she
just yells
stopped
Sam's name a
for
lot.
for a second she stopped just being the hot the hot girl
that
in the
yells
movie.
the boyfriend name.
And she actually was an actress for a second.
Yeah, no. So I'm going Transformers number 4 just because, I mean, I just don't think that I just think there's better options on this list, unfortunately. It's got a soft spot in my heart, but it's not gonna cut it over the next ones. Number 3, I'm gonna go Superman because I think this is going to do a good job. Like, it's kind of the argument that I had earlier. It's like, I don't think it's a good Superman movie, but I think it is a good launching point for the rest of this new iteration of the DCU. I think that we've introduced a lot of characters that we haven't seen before, at least those who don't read comics. I'm not a comic reader, but I do enjoy these movies. I just know people are going to say that in the comments. The problem that I have with it isn't even... Like, if I'm sticking to the criteria here for this list and rankings, I think it's in a perfect spot. I think Superman is a really good launching off point. But like you said, it's tough to tell right now because nothing else is out. So only time will tell on that one. Number 2, Harry Potter. I think it is one of the best. I mean, I do really wish that Star Wars was on this list because I would probably put it a little. I would put Star Wars kind of in between here. But Harry Potter does a phenomenal job.
You would put Harry Potter, or you would put Star Wars in between which ones?
I would put Star Wars between this one and Superman.
Really?
Yeah. See, we've had this argument in the past before, and I'm not going to get hung up on this point, but I do think that Harry Potter, it learned from everyone else's mistakes, and there wasn't a lot to learn from because there hasn't been really anything before Harry Potter. There wasn't these huge, like, let's set out and do this massive 7-8 movie franchise, like a cohesive story with the same actress and actresses over the course of 10 years. Like, Harry Potter is doing what Stranger Things should be doing.
Yeah,
like they were pumping out movies left and right. They
locked those kids down,
dude. They are
making them make movies.
And an even deeper look at the launching point. I think Sorcerer's Stone is one. It captures the heart of the book really well. I mean, it cuts out a decent amount of stuff, but really there's not a whole lot extra that doesn't happen in the movie. That's not really the case for the rest of them, and that's really why I put it at number 2, because I think the rest of the franchise, at some point you got to pick and choose because there's just so much in the books, which I totally get, but I think that they do, for the most part, an insane job. That's
the one thing that I'm really excited about for the TV show is that, like, I personally would rather have 10-episode TV series.
Did you see that
for things like this?
It's confirmed 6 episodes.
6? Okay.
Seasons. Which is still 6 hours?
6 hours long to tell a book versus 2-hour movie. I think you just have so much more time.
Maybe a little bit less if it's like 45 minutes.
And it also works because, like, you can expand that, right? Once we get to Order of the Phoenix, like, we can have 12 episodes. Like, there's nothing saying it has to be 6 all the way through.
No, the first movie or the first book wasn't very long anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's like my exact point with this
By the time you get to at the very, very end there, I mean, you could have 2 seasons to wrap up that last movie.
Yeah, and I think it does what George Lucas wanted to do, but I don't know, not to say that George Lucas wasn't successful in implementing the Star Wars movies. He just did it kind of weird, I think he'd be the first one to be like, why did I do it like this?
George Lucas, it was a weird situation with Star Wars because...
Well, it's technical limitations.
Well, he created an entire universe, but I don't think that he knew that Star Wars was going to be such a success, and so he wrote he made a good movie.
Yeah.
But
we didn't know that it was episode 4 until Empire came out and was titled episode 5.
Well, but I don't think that he, intended on making more movies. Yes, he made the entire universe and expanded on that, but he made the first movie, and then that was, I think in his opinion, or his original mind, that's all I'm going to do.
Well, if it was shit, they weren't going to keep going, that's for sure.
Yeah, so they retconned a few things there and there.
But yeah, so I think Harry Potter does a phenomenal job at launching a massive franchise, and I think a lot of people will agree with me. Number 1, and it's just because, in a lot of ways, Harry Potter learned from Star Wars, and I think that the MCU, at least when they got rolling, learned from Harry Potter's mistakes, which are few and far between. They just had this. It kind of, honestly, if I had to redo I may swap Iron Man and Harry Potter if I had to redo the list, but I'm already into it now. Iron Man was this sort of happenstance launch point. I think we've argued it before whether it was planned or not to keep going. It launched the biggest franchise ever, essentially. 22 films in the first in the Infinity Saga. Am I wrong? Or is it 26? I don't know. 20 plus movies
in the first saga
with interchangeable
phase one?
characters.
The saga is the first 3 phases.
Okay.
Yeah, 22 plus films with hundreds of characters, not hundreds.
I mean, you could get. I mean, you're damn near at 100 probably.
Yeah,
23.
23 films. That's where I was at 22 because I remember Endgame was like we built up this 22 films. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I think it just did I think the Iron Man did an insane job launching that. I mean, it's the first in the thing, it's the first in the franchise. And then also, I think it does a really, really good job at making him he's more or less the main character kind of throughout, like kind of,
You could argue he's still the main character as the bad guy.
Yeah, true. This is true. I just think that Iron Man did an insane job, and I think that it's probably the best first movie of all of these. Just kind of an isolated film. Yep. So yeah, my final ranking here, I'm gonna go Godzilla number 5, Transformers number 4, Superman number 3, Harry Potter number 2, and Iron Man number 1.
Okay. Number 5 goes to Godzilla for me. Kind of like what you were saying. I think Godzilla is a really, really good movie, but now they've just completely lost their way with like what they had intended. And it almost goes back to the Fantastic Beasts movie where like it started off in position A and now they're in like somewhere way over here. They have no idea what they're trying to do.
So just to clarify, we don't put that on Gareth Edwards because he only made the first one, correct? Fair to say?
Not to say that like that 2014 Godzilla like was without its own problems.
Who knows if he would have kept rolling? Who knows what the franchise would look like?
I mean, it had its issues, but I think they had a really good cast. I think they focused primarily on like the human stories, and Godzilla kind of played a secondary part there. But I really liked it. I thought it was a tremendous start to a franchise, but it just totally lost its way. So I'm gonna go with Godzilla 5. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Superman, just because we don't really know where it's heading yet, and if the rest of the movies are gonna have the same like quippy, funny, like nothing serious. I'm worried for it. I think it's a good movie, but I'm going to go with number 4 for Superman. Yeah, that's about it. 3, I'm going to go with Transformers. I just think that if you look specifically at 1, 2, and 3, because at this point, I would consider that its own little trilogy.
Absolutely.
1, 2, and 3, I think number 1 set up the other 2 so well with Sam Witwicky and the mom and the dad and like how fucking hilarious those guys were.
Aggressively a Michael Bay film.
It is so good. The cinematography is beautiful. They've got the military in there. Like we had talked about it. I'm pretty sure watching some of those scenes like increased testosterone by 25%.
Dude, it for sure increased recruitment.
Yeah, man, that it is. There are some scenes where like they're filming the actual military, like dropping bombs and doing their shit, and like I feel like I'm there. It is just
I don't want to hijack your thing, but I learned recently they were given like never before access to the military because someone in the Defense Department deemed this movie pro-military. So they're like, give them everything, man. So like the C-130 or AC-130, I'm sorry, military dudes. I'm not sure if I know the difference. But when they're like,
one's a cargo, and one's for shooting.
Okay. Bring the rain, Yeah. Like that's fucking real, I guess.
No, it is. They gave them unimaginable access to the military to actually film them doing and those are real military personnel in all those positions. So
that's crazy. Josh Jamal is a special ops guy? That's crazy.
No, it's not. But in the scene where like you've got the commander like with notes and being like AC-130 is going to notch blah blah whatever the heck, like those are actual military personnel that he's filming doing all that stuff.
Are you sure about that? That feels like a breach of like.
I'm 95% sure. Look it up.
What?
Look it up. I'm pretty sure.
I just want everyone to know that I don't believe that.
I'm pretty sure it's accurate. I'm not speculating. I've said I'm pretty sure. But anyways, it set up something very, very cool. I watched all 3 of those movies and I loved every single moment of those movies. I thought was phenomenal.
I'm sorry, I just can't let this go. You think that? Okay, yeah, I know. Like. I totally agree that they got that access or whatever. I think that's more though for like the action scenes. There's no fucking way they're letting dudes with cameras in there filming inside like a security base. Not a chance.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like in the AC-130, like I'm saying that the people that are sitting down on the computers, like actually doing the work or whatever, those people were actual military personnel.
Here's what I've got. Yes, the U.S. military was heavily involved in Transformers movies, providing real soldiers, equipment, and even locations. So I don't know which parts, but there were portions that were real
I don't think we
soldiers.
got quite the distinction we needed.
I'm not saying that Michael Bay is in Area 51 fucking filming this movie. I'm saying that they were like, and I don't even think they were in a real AC-130. I doubt they did that. However,
so that's what I'm saying. I think maybe those were sets, and like I guess maybe I'm not understanding which scenes you're talking about.
The scene where they're going to save,
like communicating. Are you talking about like the data center where they're like giving out information? Or are you talking about when they're on the C-130?
When they're on the AC-130 and Tyrese is like, we got some crazy shit going on over here. Those are real fucking military personnel that are going to go shoot.
Yeah, Michael Bay was like, here, Tyrese, just talk on the radio. They didn't tell anybody. They're just like, we got aliens, fuck.
It's good. Bring the rain.
Some general or some commander somewhere is like, who the fuck is this telling us to shoot at them?
This is a closed channel, Tyrese Gibson. Okay, anyways.
Also, Paul Walker's there?
Also, yeah. Anyways, Transformers is great. I'm going to go with a caveat slightly. Harry Potter, I think, was a... how do I say this? I'm going to go Harry Potter number 2. I think that it set off a chain of events that was damn near perfect for the 8 movies that it had. I can't really think of much that I don't love about the franchise. It was the first of its kind. They grabbed incredible actors and they cast so well in the Harry Potter movies. I think the only problem was like the limiting factor of like time for the movies. That's the only thing that's the only problem that they had.
I think that's what we're going to have to do with the HBO show. Like, they're going to run into the aging problem at some point. Because
I think you meant time on screen.
Time on screen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm saying that realistically, unless you're Zack Snyder and you think that you can take 4 hours to make it to release the Justice League or whatever fucking movie that was, and it still was a heaping pile of dog shit, you just can't make 4-hour movies. You have to limit that to you got about 2 hours and 45 minutes max and that's a long one, right? Mm-hmm. You can't tell a 1,200 page book. And you can't even read a 1,200 page book in 3 hours. Impossible. It's impossible. Okay, so maybe Harry Potter number 2, big old fan of the HP, love it. Number 1 for me is going to be Iron Man.
Hewlett and Packard.
My Hewlett Packard number 2. Sorry, Iron Man number 1. I love Marvel. We all know this. We all love Marvel here. I think that Iron Man did a really, really good job of centering like that character in the movie, but also sprinkling in just little tidbits of information and whatnot. I keep looking now you threw me off. I think that Iron Man did a really good job of making Iron Man the focal point of that movie and then sprinkling in Nick Fury and sprinkling in Black Widow. I think that it did such a good job. It didn't take away from Iron Man. It was just like, ooh, I wonder what's happening next. Really, really good. Now, Marvel might be going off the rails, and it definitely has been for the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's too big for their britches.
I will say the Infinity Saga by far is the most successful, the most well cast. I mean, no one's ever done it like that. It was incredible. So, number 5, Godzilla. Number 4, Superman. Number 3, Transformers. Number 2, Harry Potter. Number 1, Iron Man.
Lance, you got to make a decision right here. Do you want to do 20 questions or you want to do?
No, I want to do this. Okay. Yeah, absolutely this. So, I need you guys to pick.
This is the last thing.
Yep. Future or past? Choose which one you want. And you guys each have to pick a different one.
I'll do past.
Okay. All right, we'll start with the past.
Do I get to pick?
You get future.
I'm just
We'll start with the past. You're going to go through, we're going to have 10 movies. I'm going to name 2. You're going to pick the better recent movie, and we're going to go down the list.
Ooh, okay.
Okay? And we'll find out which you think is the best of the recent movies once we get to the end.
Okay. Send me a list of these, by the way.
All right.
Later.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Your first 2 are Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of...
Hold on, stop. You got to start over. Whenever you answer, turn like this because it'll be clipped.
All right, you want me to full reset?
Not necessarily right at it, but just like more like this.
Because yours will be different, though.
Go ahead. Start over.
So, Jacob, you're going to be ranking the best recent films. So I'm going to name you 2. You're going to name which one's better, and we're going to go down the list.
Okay. I'm ready.
And we'll find which one you think is the best recent film of the bunch. Okay. So, Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald, or Hunger Games: Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes?
Dude, what a stinker for the first one. Both movies suck. But I'm gonna go Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Okay, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes or Rise of the Beasts from Transformers?
Rise of the Beast.
Rise of the Beasts or Captain America: Brave New World?
Oh, that's hard.
That is.
That's hard.
Honestly, just because I'm a Transformers rider today, I gotta go Rise of the Beast.
Okay, Rise of the Beasts or Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker?
Golly, these are terrible. I think
Do Rise of the Beast.
I think I gotta go Rise of the Beast, man.
Rise of the Beasts or Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts.
Oh, easy peasy.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts or Godzilla vs. Kong: The New Empire?
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts or Superman?
Ooh. I'm gonna go Superman.
Superman or Deadpool and Wolverine?
Superman.
Superman?
No way.
This is mine. Leave me alone.
Superman or Dune Part 2?
Dune Part 2.
And there we have it. Dune Part 2 is
I would also like to say, when you gave me that one about halfway through, that was like comparing like a
Yeah, I
crisp,
definitely should have had...
crisp bottle of water after I walked through the desert versus like moldy milk.
I
You
definitely
thought
should have
that
had
Deadpool
Kong.
and Wolverine was worse than Superman?
I
Yeah,
did too.
dude, that was a
I am
fan-
100% on
Fan
that.
service out the
Absolutely.
wazoo. I'm tired of Deadpool. Get him out of here.
Absolutely. All right, Zach. Today,
Okay, so what am I doing? You're giving me two.
I'm about to
future
explain
movies.
it. If
What?
you give me a
Why do you have
sec.
to explain? You just do what I just did.
No, it's different. It's different.
Oh.
So, Zach, for you are going to be speculating. This is all pure speculation. You're going to be speculating the upcoming box office for two movies, and we're going to go through the list to find out which one you think is going to have the biggest box office when it releases. Okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Your first two movies are Predator: Badlands and Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping.
Hunger Games.
Okay. Hunger Games or Project Hail Mary?
Project Hail Mary by far.
Project Hail Mary or Fantastic Four: First Steps?
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four or Tron: Ares?
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four or The Mandalorian and Grogu?
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four or Supergirl?
As much as I am really fucking pumped for Supergirl, Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four or Spider-Man: Brand New Day?
Spider-Man Brand New Day by a long shot.
Spider-Man: Brand New Day or The Odyssey?
Oh.
Oh, I think you know the answer.
I don't know. I think this one's going to be close.
This is a hard one because everyone wants to.
Maybe you're right.
I think this could go. This really could go either way. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Spider-Man, and here's the reason why. I think that they're gonna start teasing the absolute fuck out of the Odyssey and give the whole movie away, and then people are gonna be like, I'll just wait.
Okay. Spider-Man: Brand New Day or Avatar: Fire and Ash?
As much as I don't want this to happen, it's gonna be Avatar.
And finally, we have Avatar: Fire and Ash or Avengers: Doomsday.
I don't care. Avengers Doomsday by a long shot. By a mile. Fuck Avatar.
I don't know that you're right there, but yeah.
I don't know if I'm right either, but
So-
I really hope so.
So, in conclusion, we have Jacob saying that the best recent film is Dune Part 2, and Zach
It's such an oversimplification
of
what
the
we
movie
just did.
of the movies
No,
that we've
but
seen.
like we ranked them against it.
The highest one on the list was
I guess so.
Would've won,
I guess that's
no
like
matter what.
effectively what we did.
Yeah.
But like we also ranked them against each other. Like
and the
order
better
would've
movie
been better.
continued winning.
Yeah, that's
So-
fair. That's fair.
Dune Part 2 is the best recent movie, according to Jacob.
I do think
and
that.
according to Zach, Avengers Doomsday will beat out Avatar: Fire and Ash in a landslide.
Dude,
By $1 billion.
I gotta be honest with you, brother. And I'm happy to shit on him all day. Your like presentation voice, I fucking hate, man. And over here, you got you sound
Well,
like a
to be fair,
fucking
though-
1924 like auctioneer that is not particularly good at his job.
to be fair though, it's better than when he does this thing with it.
Yeah,
You tell me to change my voice, and I change my voice, and that's not good enough.
alrighty,
You
okay.
can't make this
hated
guy
that.
happy.
Man, this guy sucks.
We're talking about you. You're the one who can't
Hey
be
man,
happy.
do we want to do what you watching, or do you just want to skip? That
I do want to
again?
do what we're watching, even though we're we're very close to 20 minutes.
I got some bangers.
Or 2
that I've
hours.
been watching.
Okay, I'm going first. Ozark finished it. Holy shit, I forgot about some of the deaths at the end of the 4th season.
It's so good.
I knew that they died, but I forgot how they happened.
It's so good.
I watched it last night. It just really threw me off. I watched Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. That is some of the Transformers. Okay, Revenge of the Fallen has some of the best choreographed robot action scene. I know that's a pretty niche, thing. The battle where Optimus is in the woods and he's like trying to protect Sam because they're trying to get the stuff out of his Sam's brain, right?
Yeah.
When he's getting the shit rocked out of him, Optimus gets his face like punched off half or whatever, and then like Sam's gonna get it at this point.
Sam's gonna get it.
Yeah. Optimus is like, not if I can help it, and then he's like, I'll take you all on. He like beats the shit out of
this thing with his like helmet.
No, that's the difference. That's in Dark of the Moon. But he does do that. But at that point, it's broken off his face.
Ah, frickin'.
I know. But he's taking them all on, right? He's taking on Starscream. I think it's like Soundwave or I don't know. But he's all in Megatron. So he's beating the shit out of everyone. He has 2 swords going on, 2 hot swords, and at this point, you think that there's no stopping him. Like it teases you throughout the entire choreographed fight. It's just some of the best action sequences ever in anything. He is going to win at this point. You think he's going to win, and then just when Megatron comes and stabs him in the back after he's essentially beaten everyone else, Megatron stabs you in the back because he's a piece of shit.
I think that Michael Bay just went to like whoever was the CGI company for this.
You have to assume it was ILM, but I really have no idea.
I think he went to them and he was just like, impress me. Because they did a great job.
The dude just knows what he wants just aggressively all the time.
Yeah.
He's really, I don't know. But yeah, I watched that. And then didn't really watch a whole lot else besides Speed Racer, which is, by the way, an awesome movie. I watched Batman the Animated Series, the 1994, I want to say. I really like it. And kind of to link that with recent news, James Gunn said today that the Clayface movie is going to be straight up horror, and the director, was it Trachtenberg? I don't remember who. I can't remember who is directing Clayface, but
I can look at.
He said that he took a lot of inspiration from the Clayface 2-episode arc from
James
this
Watkins.
Wow, okay, from this 2-episode arc in this animated series, and I'm pretty excited for that because it's a really good arc. It's one of the best of the show so far. And then the Joker and Harley Quinn are also pretty good in this. I can't. Mark Hamill has ruined anything he's in for me.
Really?
I just know it's Mark Hamill, and I just kind of like hate him. I don't know. Anyway, all right.
That's fine. All right. Well, since we didn't do this last time, I just left the same what you've been watching, and I'll just add one more little thing here. Okay. Anyways, I watched John Wick Chapter 4. These movies keep getting better. I don't care what you guys think. They are phenomenal. I want more and more and more and more and more.
Thank you.
I
did not have the worst take of that.
That's fine.
So that is.
I was gonna say
appreciate that.
That's fine.
We all are
really
well seated in our own opinions, but everyone for sure has a shitty ass movie they like.
Yeah, it's fine. John Wick Chapter 4. I watched Ballerina. I thought it was good. I wouldn't mind seeing more movies with Ana de Armas and killing people. It was good. It was fine.
First half was bad from what I remember, but I can't speak to the second half.
I watched a movie about the real Project X. It's a documentary. Did you ever see Project X?
Yes.
A long time ago?
Love that movie.
The house party movie.
Nope.
Essentially like a kid throws a birthday party and like 6,000 people show up to his birthday party because like everyone invites everybody. Miles Teller's there being Mytel. It's a fun little high school comedy movie.
But it was like right there in that found footage era.
Yeah,
where it was
great.
like everything was on VHS.
It was great. Anyways, the real one is a girl created like a birthday party, a Sweet 16 in like the Netherlands or something. And she didn't set the event to private on Facebook. And so it got shared like 40,000 times to different circles. And then like 17,000 people showed up to her house. And the cops were there. People broke stuff. It wasn't a great time, but apparently it really happened. Sounds awesome.
The best part of the movie is like at the end where the dad was like, "Damn, didn't think you had it. I didn't think you had it in you."
Yeah,
but also you're fucking grounded forever.
The kid in the movie is a big old nerd, but he's got like a couple like also nerdy friends, and they have like a really weird guy that's like filming the entire time. At the very end, the dad's like, "I thought you were a giant pussy, but apparently you're a rock star." You know, it really just brings it home.
Also, you caused $30,000 in property damage.
Yeah, you're grounded forever, and you ruined my car.
Actually, he should have been like,
Somebody drove his car into the pool.
oh, fuck, Miles Teller's here?
Yeah.
You're off the hook.
Fuck. I watched The Interview. It's still funny. I don't care. I watched Murderbot. It's good. It's not great. It's good. But it's got a Skarsgård, so you got me. I watched
Apple.
Sinners. I thought Sinners was very good. I totally...
Best of the year? Or
no, I'm not going to go best of the year.
It makes me sad thinking that could have been the Blade movie.
I think Thunderbolts is better than Sinners.
I think Sinners is just aggressively good. I do really like it.
I loved it.
It was good.
I think it's the best one of the year
I don't
so
think
far,
it-
and I don't think it's really close.
I don't think the KKK part at the very end was like necessary for the movie.
it was awesome,
I think
though.
I would have. It was awesome, but it wasn't necessary. I think I would have rather had like more like cool vampire shit than like have that turn happen at the end. I don't know. It was cool though. I mean, anytime you get Michael B. Jordan, shooting a machine gun, that's pretty fucking cool.
These guys
I watched-
are going crazy.
I watched Dune Prophecy. Watched like 3 episodes of that. It's aggressively fine.
Well, it gets stinkier and garbagier as you go on.
It gets aggressively fine. The protagonist, this guy, essentially gets eaten by a sandworm and then ends up with powers.
It's Ragnar from Vikings.
And then he's bad. He is terrible. I do not like him. He is the worst part of the entire movie.
He also just like make
Or
people
TV show?
spontaneously combust.
Yeah, his power is he can make people just light on fire from the inside, essentially.
And
But
sometimes
the whole
they're
point
kids.
of the movie is that or the TV show is it's like meant to be an origin story of the Bene Gesserit, which that would be sick. But instead they throw this fucking weirdo in there who's like making people self-destruct. I don't get it. Why do they do that?
I think
It's fine.
it's too. I mean, I'm not trying to defend this kind of honestly shitty adaptation, but I think it is too. I don't know what the right word is.
What's
to
a
show,
story without a villain?
To show the like the effects of the sandworm of the
Oh, yeah, sure,
Shia-Lud,
what-
or like
what all it
like
can do,
how
yeah.
I,
And also,
I
it's like
guess.
10,000 years before the Dune movie is set, so like it's no one's alive.
Right.
But yeah, it's aggressively fine. I'm gonna continue watching it. I'll finish it. I watched Rick and Morty. It's just a really good turn in the background.
You on
turn in the
season
background.
8 or
No,
were you
I'm on
watching the new ones or the
I'm
old ones?
rewatching
Still?
old stuff.
Okay.
I don't love that they changed Rick's voice, and I don't love that they just kicked out what's his face of the show.
Dang, Lance, you got some good watches.
Whatever. Anyways, Superman, obviously, and I watched Shit Racer. That's it.
Well, I appreciate you.
Don't listen to him, Emil Hirsch.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying. I had
Emil
some
Hirsch
good
was
watches.
fantastic in The Girl Next Door.
So
Give him
Because
that.
I made you watch a bad one.
no. Let me go through what I watched. So Ironheart, I only watched an episode of. I'm struggling to get through.
Dude, it's just not good.
I
Yeah,
can't believe
I really,
that you.
I really wanted to like
So
it.
did I.
Like
So did I.
really wanted to like
I
it.
really thought that you would love.
Zach
the
did not
fuck
want
out
to
of
like it
this.
at all.
I just don't. It's not for me.
No.
I hope it gets better at the end. I've heard it has. I'm gonna try to force myself to watch the last
Yeah.
2, but we'll see.
It's got a
Honestly,
cherry on top of a turd. I just don't understand.
I gotta be honest. Like, and people are gonna roast me for this. You should just skip to the end and just see those scenes. Like that's it.
Yeah,
just
to be
can't do
fair,
that.
the last like 15 minutes is the only part of the show that's any good.
Yeah, I went from like borderline. I went from like this to like, oh shit, here we
Oh,
go.
that's cool. His reflection in the spoon. That's awesome.
Yeah,
no,
that's like
cool.
it. That's it.
But then of course I watched Superman. Love Island. I know I talked about this a little bit. That show had me fully invested.
Did you watch the first Big Brother episodes?
I watched a couple of them. Yeah.
Okay,
but
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't.
I don't know if I'm gonna stick with it or not. I don't know.
Don't love the people.
It's just not. They brought Rachel Riley back, the
That's why.
redhead chick.
Yeah,
I don't know.
why?
I
Did they
don't
bring
know.
Brennan?
No,
What the
Just
fuck's
her.
the point?
I don't know, but I'll probably give that a shot. But anyways, Love Island had me gripped to my seat, dude. I was crying at the finale. The girl I wanted to win won. I mean, it was exciting.
You
Were
look
you
like a
actually crying?
crier.
I like slight tears for sure. I
He's
mean,
back in
because
the
it
down.
was,
I'm
it
gonna
was
say
this girl.
I'm gonna say it.
Let me give you the backstory. Okay, it was this girl. Like, so essentially what they do is they find partners, they group up or whatever, and then if they can switch, things like that. But this girl had found 3 partners, and each of them were horribly, horribly mean to her. She was the nicest girl on there. They were horribly, horribly mean to her. She finally finds a nice guy, and they win. She finally found one, and they won. So, yeah, I was happy to see that. Now we're getting into the ones I'm glad that you acknowledged were good movies, because we had Rogue One and Godzilla, both
Actually, I mostly was referencing New Girl, but
both directed by Gareth Edwards.
New Girl is fantastic.
And then, Jenny's never seen it, so I'm just, whenever she's watching it, I'm just in the room.
Cool.
Checking it out.
Dang,
So.
to be able to go back and watch it for the first time. I got to be honest, New Girl ranks higher for me than The Office.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Office is like not even.
I understand they are just fundamentally different.
We could have a whole conversation about this, but I don't want to do it on this episode.
Neither do I. All right, cool.
Office is not even top 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Follow us on all the good stuff. And I just want to let you know that if you don't tell your friends to watch and listen, we don't get new followers or listeners. So please tell someone you love. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your... I don't care who you tell.
Tell somebody.
Tell somebody. Gosh.
I would also like you to know that this week's 20 questions would have been Transformers 1. So
also, if you both could quit grabbing your microphones, that would be so...
Yeah, the animated
do whatever the hell I want.
Animated
yeah, that's the show, guys. Follow us, TikTok, all that good stuff, YouTube. We'll see you next week. Bye.